welcome to another episode of FAFOCult. We appreciate you coming in and listening to this. This is going to be a fun episode. Hell yeah, open up here. This is going to be an episode about building your perfect lab. Having the best laboratory.
Glorious lab.
Full of happiness and
fucking We've already done the poor man's barely get by lab. This is going to be the fucking awesome lab.
Yeah, this is like what we actually like and work with. So we've tried, doing like, just the absolute shittiest stuff you could, barely scrape it by. And now we're talking about like kick-ass shit. Yeah. So what do you think's like, as far as lab goes, having a tent or a dedicated room is super, super important, I believe.
Yes.
So let's just talk about the space right off the bat, right? So we want a tent or a dedicated room without like leaky ass windows or anything in
You need positive pressure in that room for the perfect lab.
Yeah.
Positive pressure.
Yes. Preferably coming in through a filter.
Yes.
Yeah. So, a tent works really well. A dedicated room in your house works really well, as long as you don't have a stupid old vent that's never been cleaned in its life blowing right on top of your stuff.
Black mold on the walls.
Or like my new place, a hunter's cabin with electricity in the middle of the woods that is perfectly insulated for hunters in winter. So I'm fucking set.
It's also fucking scream proof for all the ladies.
That's true. That's out of the 20 feet long place, 16 of it is lab, and 4 feet is
dungeon
cell.
Right.
They only need 4 feet, right? They can sleep diagonal.
I want to. It's like a snake. You want to make sure they're long enough to, so they're it has to be at least as wide and long. Two sides of the cage has to be as long as the snake. So I figure 4 feet, I can fit a 6-footer in there.
Is that about average around your birds?
You never know.
They gotta lay a S shape all the time.
What are we talking, like trouser snake or like real snake?
Oh my god!
Whoa! Right out the back. That was Trim. Trim said it first.
Wasn't me. That's the alcohol talking.
All right. So we have
dedicated pressure is better important.
Positive pressure is awesome.
So, and then I'd say the next thing is going to be your filter unit. Like your having either your feral flow hood or your flow hood period, right? Mm-hmm. So you can do that. You can do that however you want. You can buy a dedicated unit. You can build a dedicated unit, however you do it. But you need to get away from a damn still air box. It's a total game changer to be able to do stuff in the open. Like it's so much faster. It's cleaner. It's nicer. It's fun.
And you can see what the hell you're doing. It's so nice to be able to see.
It is, but don't forget, you still need a still air box.
Oh God, yes, you have to have one.
Yeah, okay, it's not a replacement; it's an upgrade. So even though you have an awesome flow hood, you've got things you're not sure about and you want to fix. You got
right.
You're trying to
you
save
got something with fuzzy mold growing on it. You don't want to stick that in front of your flow hood.
Yeah. Don't put that in front of your flow hood.
No, you're gonna do that. You're gonna do that once, and then you're gonna remember for the next 3 fucking years.
Yeah.
Every time you crack open
anything sketchy in front of a flow hood because you'll just blow the spores everywhere. Yeah.
Right. Just treat out those Petries like they're gifts from your best friends, and you got to open them at Christmas around your parents. There's certain things you don't want to open in front of the flow hood.
Just fucking throw it out.
I'll just open that one later.
Yeah, maybe, in the corner somewhere.
Yeah, not worth it. Don't open anything fucking green. Like, just chuck it. Not worth it.
Is that the light gray or the medium gray stuff?
That's the dark gray stuff. The medium gray stuff, that's okay. That's
okay.
Yeah, just chuck it. It's not worth it.
Well, you never know. Like in my position right now, I have like 5 things, and they all have fucking horrible shit inside of them. It's a machine elf. I've got a fucking carnival popcorn, all shit that I've been trying to save. and I see good mycelium in there.
You can
Right
save
next to fucking, I know I can, but it's right next to motherfucking lipstick mold in one of them, and the other one is right next to fucking let's just some regular trike. But I would never even open those in a lab. Those are going outside.
Burn a hole through the fucking bottom and do a reverse freaking like sample through the bottom.
I have jars. I use jars.
Yeah.
Burn a hole through the bottom anyway. Fuck it.
Yeah, you're like fucking. You drill a hole in the bottom.
Yeah.
You got these reusable plates though. Then you're wasting the plate.
Fucking America. All right. So then you need an absorption-proof table of some type. Trim got lucky and stole some stainless steel tables.
Yeah, I got
Allegedly.
Strategically acquired.
I allegedly have 4 of them now.
The fuck? Those things are so expensive.
That is the only thing I'm missing. That is the only thing I need. I need 2 4-foot tables. In my,
they're not that bad anymore. You can get them on Amazon fairly cheaply now.
Yeah, but they're
fairly cheap
those
to you,
things
like
are
$200. They're like $200 a piece.
Well, yeah,
they're just like
spending other people's money is
aluminum.
not bad at all.
Stiff ass
Yeah,
aluminum
that's
foil.
true. That is true.
Are they like 30? Or are they like stiff ass aluminum foil?
No, these are sturdy. They're kitchen grade.
Are they the rollers?
No, I didn't get the roller ones. I regret not doing it though.
I don't think I'd want the rolly ones.
I was just thinking to myself, do I want the roller ones? Because
no, because I'm
they
pretty
move
tall.
around.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up putting them up on blocks or something anyway to get them tall. So, because I'm tall, and if I had the rolly ones, I'd have to like build something to hold the wheels still or saw the wheels off anyway. So I don't like bending over to work all the fucking time. I'm too tall. Like I make everything.
How are you bending over to work if you're on a chair and or are you talking about standing up at your table?
Yeah, if I'm standing at the damn table and the damn thing's crotch level with me, that irks me. Like my benches are all
that would suck.
30 inches. Even all my benches are 30 inches up off the ground to the bottom of the table. So, I like to be able to have tall chairs because I'm tall, and
allegedly,
it's tall enough that also that the toddler can't reach up there and grab everything.
You guys are bad.
Toddlers. What's a toddler doing in your damn lab? He's like helping.
Lab work.
Yeah.
Hey, I miss.
She's pouring dishes.
The worst thing is when your toddler grows up and moves away and you don't have a lab helper anymore. It sucks.
Yeah.
So I make her help with everything. Back in the day, she would spin when it was really easy to take care of her because you just throw her into a high chair and she'd be happy as shit. She'd sit in a high chair and draw, like, color and draw the whole time we were in the lab. And she thought it was the coolest shit in the world. She was going to lab to work and she was just drawing on cardboard boxes. She had a great time. People still got those cardboard boxes she colored.
I still got one.
Yeah.
I've still got one.
Now she's old enough that can be helpful. Like I can make her stir this or hold that or move this.
Allowance time. You want that allowance?
That's when you really start the debate on child labor. It's like, is it really?
There's no really fucking debate. The reason that you have children is so you have tiny slaves.
Yeah, right. The little hands work great in big machinery. That's all.
Exactly. They could get in there and scrub shit.
Yeah,
can you imagine how small of an agar a sector they can get out of there? Those little small hands.
Yeah, right.
Those small tools.
Yes. Yeah. Precision.
I was attempting to switch my Amazon account to my one that I ordered my lab equipment from. And I'm trying to find it. And I'm looking at the other profiles it suggests, and there's one in my house called anti-snagonize. The fuck is that?
Yeah.
Wow. So, no.
I got to find out who that is.
We need to find out the history on that account because I
right?
think it's fucking butt plugs and fucking masks and handcuffs.
Right.
So, getting back to this bullshit. Now, after your table and your flow hood, I suggest people have like get your nitrile gloves, just so you're not dirty dick beatering everything.
9mm. Don't go cheap fucking shitty ones because they're gonna break every time you fucking put them on. And honestly, there's no reason to only use them once. I mean, unless you're in a medical field or every day you go to work, you come home with 100 fucking gloves.
Yeah, I do. I go to work.
For free.
I have like 10 boxes of them. Sorry.
Yeah. Every time I go to work, I come home with
I hate both of you.
Specifically bring home a shit ton. But
dude,
so
I use my gloves like 4 or 5 times.
Do you turn your
Nitrile gloves
condoms inside out when you're going to reuse them?
Condoms? Who the fuck uses condoms?
I'm just asking.
You fucking savage.
So from there, you get I'm a big proponent of having one of the 3M N95 masks, and not because you're breathing anything bad. It's just to keep you from fucking breathing out shit on your stuff. Like if I'm pouring agar, I'm doing something like that. I'm wearing one of the 3M N95 masks that don't have the valve on them. Specifically so that
the green one. The green one.
I have the green
one.
ones.
They come in all kind of colors. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the white cup type ones.
I was gonna say I got the ones that look like a duckbill. I hate them, but they work good.
Yeah, they're okay. Duckbill ones suck, but I like the cup ones. You can get them again from Amazon. They're pretty damn cheap. You can reuse that damn mask until it falls apart. You're not really so worried about breathing so much stuff in because you're not really breathing anything toxic, but you're worried more about keeping the bacteria out, like from when you're breathing onto things.
If you're doing a fluid, then that's going to stop it. But remember, you shouldn't be wearing a mask if you're doing a lot of gourmet shit. If you're letting shit sporulate, because those spores,
ooh boy,
gourmet spores are one of a universal contagion. I mean, allergen. They're sensitizing, so they make everybody allergic to them over time. Yeah, there's a lot of people who are what is it? One of the guys over at North Sport. No. What's his the other guy at Mossy Creek? Yeah, he talks about. Yeah, he talks about having to wear basically like a level 1 biosuit to be around them when he's harvesting, and because he's become sensitized to them.
Yep.
So he's got to wear a mask. He has to wear a gown. So he usually has his employees
doing that shit. So that that shit was just in the halls and everywhere. I don't care what kind of spores are small.
Oh, and they are so hard to clean up. Oh.
Yeah,
my gourmet tent has like black streaks on it from all the spores. You just can't get them off after a while.
Oh, dude, one round of reishi, one fucking round. And I was like, I went to bed. I was like, tomorrow I'm going to harvest those. And at night, that son of a bitch went crazy. And it was like
it hurt you. They know.
It was like I poured cocoa powder on every fucking surface, and it was impossible to get out. It gets in the fabric. The spores even get into the plastic of the shells, so the black shells are now chocolate covered, like Hershey covered. And I've tried pressure washing that shit off; it doesn't work. It's in there. It's like tattoo ink on plastic, man. It's in there. So, okay, we got to that. Let's see other things that I'm super big fan of. Way to sterilize stuff. So I do like Star Sand. I use Star Sand quite a bit on all my surfaces. I like it because it's a mechanical kill. It's an acidic kill, right? So it's a mechanical kill. You can.
Are you thinking about the HCOL?
No, just Star Sand.
The cleaner.
Yeah, Star Sand the cleaner.
Why is that not ringing a bell for me?
Because you're a savage. Yeah.
Isn't it? So doesn't it work similarly to microban?
Star Sand is, I think it's phosphor something at acid, but 32 ounces of Star Sand is like, I think $26 or something like that. Sounds like a lot of money, but you use 1/2 ounce per fucking gallon, and it turns it. Yeah, it dilutes like a mo, and you can spray it and leave it on whatever surface you want. It's food grade. It's what all the food people use. It's an acid based mechanical kill. so it kills everything that comes at the top. So it even degrades DNA. So Star Sand, super, super good. Second from that is where you use the vinegar and the hydrogen peroxide. I've used that one a lot.
That's what I was
saying.
Yeah.
Paracetic acid.
I use that one if I have like any sort of major contamination issues. I spray everything down with the vinegar, and then I spray the hydrogen peroxide over the top of it, and it burns your nose. I would strongly suggest you don't hang out in there and just huff
Breathe
that.
heavily.
I'm pretty sure, it would probably do really bad things to your mucous membranes.
Dude, I was actually
for work.
researching that shit today for the Life Labs for the fucking to make your own cleaner. It's like $80, and you can make your fucking it's a hypochlorous acid in 5 minutes. It makes a cool.
Yeah.
It makes a quarter gallon in 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's quite that's a lot.
Yes, I mean it's fucking awesome. $80, shit.
Let's see.
Spend $80
from there.
That won't spend $200 on the table.
Right. So
the $80 is gonna make you cleaner forever. The table,
that table
glassware
fucking dissolve. I don't think.
Glassware.
That's a
glassware that's really important. You see a lot of people try to pour from a mason jar or something like that. It's a big fucking mess. So you can get media bottles. They pour really easy. Media bottles are pretty damn cheap. I like Erlenmeyer flasks. So yeah, I keep I personally keep 6 1,000 milliliter Erlenmeyer flasks and 4 500 milliliter Erlenmeyer flasks, and I find I use them for all sorts of shit.
I recently switched to the tall, skinny flask with the handheld recessed in them. I kind of like those too.
That's called a carboid, isn't it?
No, it's a flask, but it look. I don't know how to describe it. It's just round. It's not. It's autoclavable and everything. It's it's like an Erlenmeyer without the expanded bottom.
Yeah, it's a media bottle with a handheld. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Since we're talking about that shit, anyways, we're doing agar. You need to have our stir plates. Heated stir plates is nice if you're doing more than one at a time.
So the type of stir plate I normally use is the Intella Labs 300 mil stir plate. I have the non-heated version, and that's just because it was really cheap.
Exactly.
So there's a lot of people
and use stir bars make great refrigerator magnets. Just so
it's like $25. It's fucking. Yeah.
I think mine was $18 or something like that. Now, those are make sure that you get the PTFE magnetic stir bars, just so that they're heat resistant and you can PC them in there. Also, you're not going to just get a fuckload, right? You're going to lose the goddamn things. You're going to accidentally dump them down your damn drain. The kid's going to run off with them. The cat's going to fucking eat them. They just disappear. Stir bars are little fucking assholes. They just fucking run all over the goddamn place.
Just stick them on the fridge, and everybody makes designs on the fridge when they walk by. And it's a fun game, and you always have them.
Yeah. So, one way that I've seen people that have been really successful, he was Deadpool was just talking about keeping having a magnetic stir bar with the heater in it, but keeping your agar warm is the Sous. Who was talking about the sous vide?
That was me.
That was you?
Sous vide.
Fucking genius, man. Sucrada. Well, yeah. So that was
sous vide.
Sous vide.
Freaking awesome. Love that shit. Do you have one that you recommend, or is it just whichever one?
I don't have a certain one that I like better than the others. I like the digital one just so I can see the exact temperature I'm at. But yeah, in general, they're all pretty good. I haven't seen a bad one yet.
Oh, you're talking about the shit where you put it in the bags and you put it under the water and it keeps it circulating at the same temperature?
Yeah, they're made for cooking in bags, honestly.
Right.
But you can set the temperature perfectly.
Yeah.
And
just set the temperature. putting it in a pot, and then putting his flask down in there, and it's keeping everything that's the exact right temperature. Because he can set it to like 120 degrees, and it's going to keep it exactly 120 degrees.
Dude, how about this? I wonder if you could place that container on top of a stir plate, so the stir plate would turn the magnet in the flask in the container.
In theory, you probably could, because you can. The cooker just goes into whatever container you have. I mean,
it
just
basically
goes
sits right out. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I was.
But yeah, you could theoretically have 10 flasks of agar sitting there and just pour at your leisure. You don't have to rush. Nothing. It's just there, ready to go. It's freaking epic.
Who doesn't rush when they're doing agar though? Because it's always a fun.
Dude, you can try not to, but it always ends up that you need to.
Yeah, you're like, all right, I got these 10 in my hand. I got to get through this stack, and like, oh fuck! Before you realize you've already grabbed the next stack. So it's like,
when it comes to like a random heat source in the lab, what I use is it's called the Elite Gourmet. The words for it is ESB 301BF. What it is it's on Amazon. It's a 1,000-watt electric hot plate, but it's one single cast iron top burner. So instead of having like the spiral, and it's not an induction burner. And the reason I like it is because whatever I fucking put on it is going to get hot. I don't have to worry about it being like an induction burner only working with a certain type of thing that's magnetic. I can use it to heat up whatever I want, and it's only 19 freaking bucks.
So it's just pretty heavy duty.
Yeah, dude, it's really heavy duty.
Because I got one thinking the same thing, and I brought it home, and I put a fucking thing of water on there in the garage, trying to get it my pressure cooker to work, and it wouldn't work. So you got to make. I've ran
the pressure cooker off this thing. What I like about it is it's got a potentiometer. That's how it tells like how hot you make it. But it has like temperature readout on it, so you can set the temperature to whatever you want. I find it not to be like super accurate, but like I can put it to like just under boil and it'll be just under boil, or I could put it like crank it all the way up. But it goes up to like I think 500 degrees. Yeah, it goes up to like 500 and something degrees, maybe 525, 575. But I've used the pressure cooker on it before in a pinch, and it worked great. Like, it worked so well. I was like, wow, that was really easy. Because I could just, once it got it to whatever temperature I want, I just turned it back down to a simmer and kept it rocking and rolling. So, super happy with it. For $19, it's like $18.99 on Amazon. And if you got tired of it, I could just yeet the son of a bitch out the freaking window and call it a day, right? $19. But I've had the same one. I beat it up, man. During like Snowvid, when the power was fluctuating in and off, like it was really because it's only 1,000 watts. I ran it off one of my old LifePo batteries. Like it's a like I think it's like a 3.5 kilowatt hour battery, but it's 1,000 watts, so it ran the hot plate long enough to run to make food for everybody like 2 or 3 times. So it worked out great. Made a pot of beans, made a stew, and then cooked a bunch of pancakes. So yeah, like it's cheap, it's easy, it's very not finicky about the power source it uses. So super like that one a lot. Really big.
Are you posting pictures and links in the Discord?
If I was somebody that was organized, I could probably do that. I can just post the descriptions.
Hashtag Google.
I personally spent way more than that on my hot plate, but I have the Cadco stainless steel, and it's just like yours, but
pretty.
Yeah, it's
pretty.
like restaurant.
Fucking trimmy, always trying to flex.
Of course.
Another
my metal tables.
A weird.
It matches my stainless tables. Yeah.
So a weird, super cheap something that I've used that my wife originally bought it to like mix drinks and shit. She had it for like 10 minutes before it disappeared into my lab. And what it is it's one of those little milk frothers. It's just called a Zule milk.
Those little pig-looking fucking things. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Zule milk frother. It takes 2 AA batteries, and it's like basically like a really small hand like whisk. but it goes like 1.5 million miles an hour. You just drop it down, it fucking goes fast. It's a little milk frother. So it's like a whisk, like a tiny whisk that like goes 1 million miles an hour. Did you look it up and see what they look like?
I've seen them on that YouTube channel, Good Mythical Morning. Them guys were using it. I was like, that's fucking cool.
Yeah,
so
I call it milk. Say cool, milk.
Hey, Deadpool.
Yeah.
I do not own any version of that. I'm just gonna let you know.
No, all right.
So I love that thing. I use it to mix. I end up with some stuff that might be slightly hydrophobic, and to be able to get it to homogenize into. So if you're using, like, say, what's my favorite one? What's it called? Xanth gum. All right. So that stuff is really, really, really difficult to mix in evenly into something. But if you use a little milk frother, it goes, wow, man, it really gets in there good. It makes it really, really nice. Any sort of liquids you want to just mix up real quick, it works really, 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 really well. It sterilizes super easy. Just dip it in boiling water, hot water, or heck, even run because there's nothing electronic in the bottom of it, right? You got this like little 8-inch like piece of metal. There's nothing electronic in there. All the electronics are a little battery handheld thing. So you can sterilize it with a torch, like without a problem. Yeah, so speaking of torches, speaking of fucking torches, the Bernzomatic propane torch trigger start with the lock or on and off switch. Now, having to be able to switch to be able to push down the button and switch it to lock it on so it just stays on there. You can set it on your bench top and it's blowing out a flame. It's super important instead of just being able to have to hold it on or off the entire time.
It's such a waste of gas. You can just use a creme brulee torch. I've used it forever. It's fucking perfect.
Whatever. I use
also,
mine.
Side note, if you do that, don't forget about it and knock it over. Just saying, throwing that out there.
Yeah, that'll burn your whole fucking house down. So,
yep.
I like
recently, there's an ISO right next to it. Yeah.
Until recently, I only ever used an alcohol lamp that I made myself out of a mason jar.
I'm not that cool. I like mine because it has it makes a cool sound. It fits on top of cheap ass 1 pound propane tanks, and it uses that thing lasts 6-8 months. Like even fucking around with it all the time. Because I use it to like kill spider you find somewhere, which is probably it's like propane torch, like 6-inch flame. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna chase down and kill everything with it. But
why use a fly swatter when you can use fire?
Exactly. There goes my home insurance just went up. But yeah, it's super, super fun. It's super easy. It works really, really well. The propane tanks are cheap as hell. And if you get a wet leg, what's called a wet leg for your propane tank, you can refill your 1 pound propane tanks infinitely 1 million times off of a 20 pound or 100 pound tank or however you want. They're really, really easy to refill. I refill them all the time. It's super fast, easy. So
I need one of those in my life.
Yeah, it's called a wet leg for a propane
I'm actually
tank.
looking it up right now because that sounds awesome.
Well, I got a portable flat top grill. I take camping, and a fucker just eats through those tanks.
Yeah, instead of throwing those away, man, they're infinitely recyclable and refillable. So it's just a little it's a little 2-way valve, and you just screw it into your main your big tank, and then it has a little mine has a little gauge, and it just tells me, okay, that's a pound, runs full. You just turn off. But what'd you do? Jesus Christ!
Well, you remember that big party I went to too long ago?
The one where you got pregnant. Oh,
I don't remember bringing my grill home. Where the fuck did I do with it?
Oh, it's there.
I might be in the market for a new grill. My flat top, my camping one.
Oh shit!
I'll have to look around. Maybe it's somewhere. I was pretty inebriated, so it maybe it's around. Allegedly.
Let's see. Other things you probably need. I like parafilm. I like the Parafilm M. It's the wide one. I like it. Yeah. Wide. I use the wide one because you can always double it over. You can also cut it in like length, like width-wise, to make little strips. And
While
I
we're at
find
this,
that
hold on. When you do your plates, would you cut one full square across and fold it? How do you wrap your plates? Is what I'm asking.
Okay, so I cut like strips. So I just take the parafilm and I run it through just a paper cutter, and I go cut.
No.
I just make like half inch wide strips.
What
And I
size?
just
Half
go-
inch. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, just like
That's what I
half inch wide strips, and I just go around the plate. It's like 2 or 3 times. So yeah, it easily stretches that far.
You motherfuckers say this 2 or 3 time thing. I myself can never, ever get it to go more.
You want to know why you're fucking up, son? You want to know why you're fucking up? Because you're using cold ass parafilm. You're not warming it up in your pocket first.
I live in Kanekistan, motherfucker.
Put it under.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's cold. If you put it underneath a lamp or something to warm it up just a little bit to like where it's 100 degrees, like
That
it,
makes
like room temperature, it's stretchy as shit. You can
100
stretch
degrees
it
is not room
fuck-
temperature, sir.
Well, body temperature, whatever.
Okay.
But
But
it's stretchy as shit. It'll stretch for one little fucking half-inch wide by 3 or 4 inch long fucking piece will stretch 10 feet.
yeah, I usually go two squares of the parafilm measuring thing, just see it for reference myself for length.
All right. Yeah, that's I do a half square, 2 squares long. So
Yeah, exactly. That's what I use.
yeah. So I just figured I'd throw that out there because I myself never have
if you're having
issues
that-
with contamination.
If you're
I
having
just
that trouble,
use
go 3
motherfuckers
squares.
all the time. Yeah. Was that?
Oh, another thing that I use a lot of is that they're magnets. They come in like an 8-inch long strip, but you peel off the back of them and you can stick them on whatever the fuck you want. It's just on Amazon. They're literally just called magnetic strips with adhesive backing. I put them on my flow hood. I put them on the side of my desk. I put them on everything so that I could take whatever metal piece
Rice,
of tooling I'm
macaroni,
using.
cheese.
Yeah, watermelons, babies' foreheads. Stripper garter belts.
Hookers' backs.
Exactly. So whatever I'm fucking using at that time, I could just take whatever metal piece I got, whether it's an inoculation loop, it's a scalpel or whatever, and I can stick it to that, let it go, and it's the tip of it is still clean. It's not touching anything. And I don't have to worry about putting it down somewhere when it's hot. Like after I got done sterilizing it, like, just burning the shit out of it with the torch or whatever, I can always just sit up there and let it like cool down a little bit in the flow of the hood or whatnot.
Did you make a stand for it or something?
No, I just put it on the side of the desk or the side.
Right.
Like,
what I'm saying is, if
the
you have it
flow.
on the side, that means you're leaving the flow of the hood to go ahead and put your scalpel.
No, like
on a
in
magnet.
between you and the like, if you're facing your flow hood, your desk does not go for infinitum behind you. It ends.
Right between you and the desk where your belly goes. That area.
Yes. Yeah.
Like where your penis.
Right.
would
But
go,
how
yeah.
but how?
Where your
All
penis
right, never
goes.
mind. For
Yo,
some reason,
the 2 inches.
I can't get this in my head. If it's on the front of the desk, the flow hood is still above the front of the desk. Because you're obviously not placing it on the countertop of the desk because you don't put anything on the base.
Because it
That's-
sticks up like super fucking high.
That's what I'm asking. Don't know why I get so defensive, Farrell.
No, I just don't understand how you're not able to picture it. It's just on the metal. It's just on the plastic, like on the wood part or whatever, the desk, and then you just snap it to it. Just snaps right on there, and then it just sits there and it sticks up in the flow.
So the sharp pointy ends are right there in your workstation, so I can cut.
Yeah, so you could slam your face down directly on the point if you wanted.
When that
just fucking end it all. Just that, yeah. So
playing Barney in the background.
I also put them on the side of my flow hood, and also the side of the desk where there's a not sterile area, so I can store all of my scalpels, all of my little tweezers, everything like that in one fucking spot, stuck to a damn magnet. They're there every day, same fucking spot. They do not get lost.
Farrell, if you want,
that's
I will
wonderful.
make you another. I'll make you a Deadpool pencil holder that's made just a little bit bigger that you can actually store in front of your hood, and that's where I keep my scalpels and stuff. That way, when I put the
Can I
handles
pay you
inside
for
the
one?
pencil holder that's made of Deadpool, you know, it's I just
that's
move it
pretty
around
cool.
the desk.
That's
That is
amazing.
But I like little magnetic strips. They work kind of like those knife magnetic strips that I keep all of my cooking knives and stuffs on.
It makes
It
the
works.
knives look so sexy.
Yeah, it works the exact same way. I just put them on everything to cut out. So I have a place.
You just over-engineering shit.
Dude, the stupid
it's
little
kinda
strips. I think I got
simplifying,
a whole box of 10 strips was $3, on Amazon. So I mean, they're really, really cheap. They work super well. You'll find a billion
how they
uses
work.
for them.
All right, let's go for the
Um,
big confrontation. Bags or jars? We're gonna go
bags.
differently for each one. First off, for grain spawn, you still think bags are better for grain spawn than jars?
I use bags for everything.
I go from jars to bags. Like I start
That's
in
what
a
I
jar and
do
then
as well.
grain to grain onto bags.
I'm gonna throw this out to you guys. I am doing an experiment right now. I've never heard anybody try this before. I have a normal substrate bag that I've done 2 quarts of grain. All right. Now I'm about to do a grain to grain transfer into these bags. And then I'm going to full colonize. And then I'm going to drop in some CPG on top when it's fully colonized, so that you're not wasting a jar and a bag. You're just actually doing the grain in the bag you're going to end up with anyways. What would be the fucking difference? You know what I mean? Has anyone ever tried that before? Instead of doing them separately.
You're just talking about just capping a bag, right?
Well, I'm talking about capping the bag, but mixing it up, because obviously I'm not doing it all in one bag. I'm inoculating or doing a grain to grain or a fucking tissue transfer into the grain. That's going to fully colonize, and then I'm going to go ahead and dump in 2 quarts of whatever I'm using for my substrate.
Your substrate.
Then I'm going to mix that up.
You're just doing it backwards. Cool.
Yes, exactly.
That's right.
But has anyone ever thought of that before and tried that?
No, but I imagine it'd work because you're just doing it backwards.
I know. Yeah, I mean, I have 6 bags sitting here on my desk right now that once I make sure that my flow hoods are working, that's my next project, because I figure if I can do that and just get all my bags going, then I will only do bags. But I find that whenever I do my fucking the smaller bags, one that look like a quart jar but tall, I always get spots on the bottom, and that's because it's suffocating and nothing's getting down there. And I tried the extra dry shit for the oats or whatever I'm using, but it still didn't work. I mean, I get on occasion that they'll fully colonize, but I always get packed.
I think it's because you run out of air at the bottom. The bags are much bigger than your quart jars. But what's happening is that you're becoming anoxic towards the bottom.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you're suffocating the bottom, so it doesn't make it. You're basically making a seal.
Could you alleviate that by more shaking? Like you break it up for another time?
Yeah,
you can, but then it does the same thing again. Except now the stuff that is colonized dies and rots and fucks up everything.
Lay it on its side.
But what I do, that's what I'm gonna say. But now I lay it on its side. But you can't lay it on its side and let it colonize, because as soon as you lay that thing on its side, and now it has that top bubble along all that fucking surface area, it fruits immediately. It's like a trick. If you're trying to get an agar fucking trick, something on agar, all right, do that. Do a fucking small bag, and then fucking lay it on its side in the bag without doing anything, and just put it flat, pat it down. That thing will fruit in 4 days. Seriously,
motherfucker,
it's fucking crazy.
Speaking of agar, the agar that I use personally is Hoosier Hills Farm Agar Powder.
That's what I use. That's motherfucker.
Yeah, that's the one that we all fucking use because you copy me. So,
what?
I like that one.
That's the cheapest one on agar. That's why I like it.
I like it because it comes in this neat little square jar that I can reuse for other stuff later. And also it's it just seems it's a lot cleaner than that 3 Fish brand or whatever the fuck telephone agar. It's really, really
shit,
clean.
I hate that.
Yeah, it's really, really clean. It smells clean. It looks clean. It's very easy to measure because it's extremely uniform and it's cheap. Now, something that we've talked about before, but I don't think that anybody's actually like, as far as our listeners have actually paid attention to, is Peptone, right? Mm-hmm. So I use high. Peptone. Yeah, that's very important. The fucking bacterial Peptone. The one that I use it's called High Media RM001 and bacterial Peptone. I just buy it like 10 grams at a time. Because I don't want to spend it's basically 10, it can get pricey if you buy like 50 or 500 grams and stuff like that. But 10 grams of bacterial Peptone is a lot. It goes a long fucking way.
The jar I have in front of me, it's still the same thing. It's the high media, but I have 100 grams. I've been working off of this fucking jar for 3 years. I'm opening it up because I just want to see how much I have left of this.
No, smells like dead squirrel had a baby with a fucking skunk's rectum.
Oh yeah, it's really not does. Even three. It's still 3/4 full. And it smells like I haven't been watching nothing week.
It's really bad. Basically, what it is for our listeners out there is that bacterial Peptone is hydrolyzed, mechanically hydrolyzed bacteria. So they take like bacterial sludge. Who knows? It smells like dead animal waste, and it might actually fucking be dead animal waste. Who knows? And then they run it under pressure through a filter that is so small that the bacteria themselves are cut to shreds and basically destroyed, right? Through the pressure of going through this filter, and then it is sprayed onto a disc, and that disc is spinning super fast, and it's dehydrated that way and then freeze-dried. And it's expensive, but is it fucking worth it? Fuck yes. It is. It is the closest thing you're going to get to performance-enhancing drugs or steroids for your mycology and your mushrooms. Like, the amount of explosive growth on agar and also in your liquid cultures is just fucking mind-blowing. Like, it is good shit. Like, what do you think? You guys thinking like 2.5 times the speed? Like, it's at
least twice as fast. At least.
Yeah. Oh god, it's so fucking great. It's great. It's really good stuff. Yeah. What do you guys use? I use like 1 gram per liter, I think, of agar. That's about what it. I
use 0.7 grams in my 1,000 milliliters or liter, whatever.
Yeah. So you're gonna use a gram or a little gram or a less. So it's a 10 gram. It's like $11 bottle. 100 grams is shit. I don't know how much.
I think it was like $23. It was like $23, dude.
So it's not super expensive, but it's totally worth it. And it really
$21.85 for a 100-gram Peptone bottle.
Yeah,
Amazon.
So that works really well. The other thing that I use a lot of is erythritol. We've talked about that a bunch. My favorite brand is the Anthony's brand. Anthony makes a lot of like spices and stuff, like in bulk. Anthony's premium erythritol, 5 pounds of it is $30.
It's keto friendly. You can find that shit in every grocery store now.
It's everywhere.
It's gonna be right next to all the other sweeteners. It's gonna have a big thing on the front of it, so it catches your eye saying keto friendly. But yeah, it's gonna be in Whole Foods, Tops, Wegmans, everything.
I'd say another thing that I use for making agar is called Earthborn Elements. It's a 1 gallon bucket of pure dextrose powder. It's quite cheap on Amazon. That 1 gallon bucket, I've been working on it. I love it because it's resealable. That's what I like about it. Mine has like a spin down resealable lid, like screws on instead of like peels off. And I've been
jealous.
I've been looking at that. I've been working on that fucking bucket for ever, like years. Like you'll never go through it.
I got like a half gallon fucking. It came in a big silver Ziploc bag. It's a pain in the ass. I would love to have this in a fucking bucket.
Yeah, the gallon bucket is sweet. It comes in a 1 gallon size bucket. And the bucket has a spin down, like really nice, like gamma lid. So it screws right on, it spins down. You can lock it down. Don't lock it crazy, like hard, like go crazy with it, or you're gonna need to use like a hammer to get it back open. But I've used the crap out of it, and that 1 gallon, I don't even know how much a gallon of fucking sugar weighs, like fucking 20 pounds or something. It's lasted me forever. Like, and I imagine my grandkids will probably be using it for use, like, 7 to 10 grams of it at a time. So it really is going to last forever and ever and ever. The biggest selling point for me was that spin down lid, like that I could seal it back up, air and water tight every time I use it.
I do like that one. Scrimmy, what are you doing? You smoking? He's outside.
Me?
It sounds like he's on a plane.
I'm sorry.
Smoking that bong.
I can hear him outside. I caught him.
I wasn't doing nothing. It wasn't me.
Now we get into kind of some weird shit that I have that I really enjoy.
Wait. We got the basics still. What about like the fucking bag sealers and fucking
16-inch bag sealer?
Yeah. Impulse sealers.
I guess those are all the fucking same. Wait.
They're
Most
pretty
importantly,
all the
I don't care if you use it or not. You have to have a microscope. Get a fucking shitty $5 microscope because you have microscope use only things in your home, and if you're going to try to play it off as I'm doing it, I'm researching it under a microscope.
Point. Excellent fucking point.
You better have a fucking microscope in your fucking house. All right? Don't be a fucking idiot.
I have a $5 USB microscope. Does that count?
That
does count. Absolutely. Yeah, make sure you have,
because you don't have plausible deniability. You don't have plausible deniability if you don't have a microscope.
That's correct.
Okay. And now, 2 other things real quick. You got a heat gun. You want to have a heat gun.
Yeah, heat guns are pretty cool.
You use that for everything. Yeah. Painter's tape. That's what I use to label all my shit. And then, what was the last one? Oh, you want to have a really
syringe
good
caps.
Digi.
Yeah.
No.
What?
Syringe caps.
What?
Yeah, I use syringe caps all the time.
What?
For what?
The tip caps. Just so that whenever I ship shit to people, it don't fucking like squirts everywhere.
Oh, no. I said, no, when I was saying tape, I was talking about labeling my fucking jars and bags. When I do jars, believe it or not, those fucking jars, Sharpie does not come off all the time. Sometimes I still have jars that say lion's mane and fucking reishi that I haven't grown in fucking years. And they still say it's on there because I was using fucking Sharpie.
You guys remember I was
mushrooms past.
I was on a kick a while back with the label maker.
Yeah.
Oh my god, those fuckers never come off of a jar.
No. The front will come off, but that back stays on there for eternity.
The paper, actual sticky part. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
We'll be your friend.
Yeah. And 2 other things. You got the fucking. You want a good thermostat. You want to make sure your temperature's good and digi scale.
I like my little.
Want a good digital scale
and a jar scrubber.
Yeah.
Are very fucking nice.
Jar scrubber. If you're using jars, yes. I like
my little, I guess it's a 9-volt battery infrared thermometer. Just like zap thing. Just
non-contact thermometer is like
non-contact.
Yeah.
Yep. They've got the guns. That's what I have. It's fucking perfect.
Yeah. You could also use it to like put the little. You could turn the little red dot visible and play with the dog with it. It works really well.
Yeah.
Play with your dog, blind your friend. So many things.
Yeah. So many things.
Go outside, shine at the police helicopter. Yeah.
So much fun to be had.
Do not do.
I'm just sitting here on my lab, right? Yeah.
Do not recommend.
I'm just sitting at my lab table now, going down there, seeing if I missed anything. Oh wait, brown rice. That's a good one.
Oh, BRDA. I use the Anthony's brand too. I use the Anthony's brand, brown rice dextrose powder. Only reason is because Anthony's brand is what I found is it's the highest fucking quality for the cheapest
Anthony's
fucking
brand
price.
must be some desert strain because
I've never heard.
I've never seen it.
And Amazon, it's on Amazon. I think it's an Amazon-owned brand.
Great
But it's-
almighty Bezos.
like, It's one of the only places where you could buy, like, on Anthony's Spices, there's one of the places you could buy, like, a 25-pound resealable bag of brown rice dextrose flour or, like, a 10-pound bag of mustard seed. You could buy all sorts of cool shit on there for cheap. Like, I love it. It's high quality. If somebody doing a line of Coke, it really sounds like you're doing fucking. What are you doing? Michael
So-
Nutter to you. Michael Nutter.
He's always giggling like he's fucking.
He's
like
scraping his
looking-
bowl,
He's looking at.
or he's doing some shit when he could just hit fucking audio mute, and then nobody can hear him do it, like scraping with the fucking like a razor on something.
I think he wants to abuse him verbally. I think he now has an erection, Verrill. I think he now has an erection.
Do it.
Now we're gonna hear other things. All right. No, wait.
No, wait.
So one of the weirder type things that I own that I use is it's called an express water countertop reverse osmosis filtration system, and it's a small little reverse RO system. It might seem like a lot of money. It's $150, but it's an actual RO system. But I keep it in my freaking lab, and I have it hooked to a power, like water that goes through like to the kitchen, to the bathroom, like next door. And because it just is a diverter on and off. But it's really nice to have pure ass water at all time without the chlorine, without anything else in it, like at all time for the lab. I find that it's super, super useful. I find that my stuff does better if I start as a base with pure water instead of like with whatever the shit they're putting in the municipal water, once we're back on a well, I'll probably still use it just to get rid of any other excess minerals. And so I could start with just pure water and roll with it. You're not going to have to like replace that filters very often. I haven't, because I've never reached where, the 550 to 600 gallons or whatever that says it needs to be replaced at, because I'm just like, how many freaking batches of agar that's at? Whoa, damn.
Yeah,
how many jars?
Why would you need reverse osmosis when you're pressure?
Because I'm crazy. I don't use it for my pressure cooker. I use it for
but you're
liquid
pressure cooking the
cultures.
agar and everything else,
Yeah.
but you have to pressure cook it after you make it. So
Yeah.
you're using reverse osmosis to kill everything off, so that you can put it in the pressure cooker and kill the.
Well,
kill
I'm
the
using
bodies.
I'm using reverse osmosis mostly to remove like the fluoride, the chlorine, and stuff like
okay.
that.
You know what? I understand because I have
Yeah.
a well, so I have
Yeah.
the best water in the entire world. So I don't.
Yeah, so I have once we finish our move back out to the country, I'll be on a well, and I'll probably won't use this as much. But for right now in the city, I use it a lot because at this time, because it's been a drought. Yeah, because it's been a drought. The water that comes out of the faucet right now smells like a swimming pool, and it literally kills the fucking houseplants. So it's just got so much fluoride and chlorine in it. So I use this stupid little it's just a small little unit. I keep it in the lab, and I use it to just do all of my agar, all of my liquid cultures, water my plants, stuff like that with it. And yeah, it's just one of those weird little things that I have that I use. Another thing that I use that's probably kind of like not something that everybody in the world needs. It's called a 4E's vibratory vortex mixer.
I want one of those. Oh, I gotta write that down. That's going on my list.
That is the one you want. It's the $120. It's the same one that I have. This thing's a fucking beast. It'll vortex a half-gallon jar. So, and it comes with a little a mount on top where you can put your Erlenmeyer flasks and stuff like that, like a 1,000 mil. Elmire flask on there and strap it down and have it vortex the entire flask. So it's really, really cool. People use them a lot for doing nail polish. What I've used them for is spores. Like you can put your spores in a like a 50 mil tube or something like that, and just put the tube on there and just really freaking break up those clumps. Like
They've got a
really,
mini
really
vortex.
works.
I'm looking at a mini vortex in here for fucking $29 on Amazon.
Yeah, but that thing's for like gel nail polish. Trust me, you won't be happy with it because the amount of pressure you're going to want to put, you're going to manhandle that shit to death. You're going to fucking kill it.
Which one am I looking at for?
The one is, it's just the word for space E, comma S, vibratory vortex mixer is the one that I use.
Vibratory.
It is a fucking beast. I use it. I leave it on pressure on. So when you put pressure on it, it actually like turns itself on, and like it goes faster and stronger than the Sawzall. Remember the old Sawzall method where people would like strap their like fucking spore syringe to a Sawzall and turn that bitch on and have it like shake up the spore clumps to break them up. Oh, this thing is way better at breaking up the spore clumps. Like you
talking about the one with 3 legs or the 4 legs?
Fuck, don't know what you just called me. It's
old tripod over here.
Yeah. Because I'm looking at 2. I'm looking at one that's a square unit with 4 legs, and then I'm looking at one that has 3 legs on it.
Hold on.
Is it the 5,600 RPM? I'm fucking researching it now. You brought it up. You reminded me. Now
it just says. It says 4E's vibratory. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna post the fucking link. I'll do that.
Yay! How hard was that?
Click, click, clack. Son of a bitch.
This is the 0 to 3,000.
Somebody brought this. Oh, the 3,000. The 0 to 3,000.
The 0. Yeah.
It cost $2,500.
No, the 0 to 3,000. I've had this one. It says a long time, and it's a beast. How do I do the little share this shit here?
Wait, where are you putting this?
I still hear him.
I'm gonna pop it in. I'm gonna pop it into the podcast picks area. Boom. There.
Oh, there we go.
Ew.
What is
Fucking love that thing. God, it's a beast.
Oh.
Like
120.
Trimmy's been putting pictures in. Trimmy, you put a picture of your fucking table. You son of a bitch.
That is a link to buy the table for you there, Mr. Poole.
You son of a bitch.
It's $148, by the way.
That's not bad.
That's $150.
you can get all the different little accessories that go with it.
We can buy 2 of those for the cost of a weekend with some blow.
They're super, super cool. I love them. They work so well. Like, I mean, I've really put a lot of stuff I should not put on there with that thing. I've really abused it. Like one time, one time I was like, I want to see if it'll do a 5-gallon jug, right? So I had like a 5-gallon jug that I was doing as a yeast starter, and so I just sat it on top of that thing. I didn't put all the weight of it on there, but probably about 3/4 of the weight, just kind of like holding it, and it fucking vortexed the whole thing. So I was like,
oh shit. I'm going to grab some Fago and throw on that shit and see how high I can get that motherfucker.
What is it? I
don't
know what a
Fago.
is.
You know what Fago is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's soda.
From Insane Clown. Yeah.
You have a mock.
Yeah,
while you're
Juggalos.
There's no Juggalos in here? Come on.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, no. You know how they throw Fago at you in the fucking concert? They shake it, throw it at you, it goes in the air.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine throwing on that vortex
This thing
machine.
about Fago.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You would explode.
All right, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah, it would.
That would be awesome.
That's
That would
going
be
on my
pretty cool.
list. It's going on my list.
So that is as far as like, do you need it? No. Do you want it? Yeah. Because it's so freaking stupidly useful. Yeah. So as far as like, do you need it? No, but you want it? Yeah. Let's see.
You guys
One
want
thing
do you not need it, but it's also is an electric fucking cement mixer.
No,
Electric
you
what?
need that. That's 100% need.
Electric what?
A
Yeah, a
cement
cement mixer is the go-to. You must have a
Fucking
cement mixer
mixer.
for everything. You
He's like,
fucking
I'm
put
making
breakfast in that
spaghetti.
goddamn
I'm
thing.
making spaghetti. Sure.
And the cement
Sure,
mixer.
put that
Fucking
mixer on.
cement mixer.
Make it
Cement mixer. Yeah. Yeah, you
We're
can use
having
that
scrambled eggs. We're having it in the cement mixer.
with your torch. You can heat it with your torch.
There you
Oh
go.
my god, you could put a propane burner underneath it, couldn't you?
Fuck
Maybe
yeah, you could.
Fuck.
Oh,
I'm
how about a
making some chili in my goddamn cement mixer.
how about
Oh
a
my
lab
God, the
fridge?
biggest thing of mashed potatoes.
Lab fridge.
Gotta
But if you're
have
gonna get a lab fridge, don't get one of those stupid, shitty
Fuck you.
little those little what do you call them? The ones that people put in their like the dorm room fridge. Those suck. My lab fridge is
mini
a
fridge.
I think it's like a wine or beer fridge. It's got like a glass front. I bought it at Costco. Oh Jesus! I have to ask the wife,
Wait,
but I'm pretty sure
Are you
it's
talking like
8
one of
years
those
ago.
beverage glass ones where you
Yeah.
see it in the store?
Want to
That's
see
what I
mine,
want.
Deadpool?
God, you showed me
Yeah,
a
I mean,
picture of my
I
goddamn
posted-
refrigerator.
I posted a link to mine, Deadpool.
Mine holds like a billion.
That's not what
like
I
a billion
want.
cans of beer.
That's for savages. I want the one that's 6 foot tall that has two
Oh no,
fucking
no,
sliding
I have the
doors on
small
it.
one.
Oh, I'm not that
I
cool.
can, I can get one of those, but I don't have a reason to have one that big.
I think
Everything in there.
yeah. So mine's bigger than that trim. It's a little bit bigger, but it's pretty much the same thing. Yeah. It's a.
I mean,
I bought mine.
I use a wine cooler.
I think it
I
holds
have a wine
300
cooler.
cans. I think mine holds 300 cans. Right now, it's got like kimchi in it and like fucking beer and cokes and shit. But like, because we just use it for all sorts of random stuff, but I don't got experiments going on that I need it for. But it's and then having a beer fridge next to your TV is just glorious. You don't have to get up and go to the other room. You just
I
reach
thought that's why
over.
you have kids.
I do have a little bit of word for the wise for everybody for the future. Keep a spare set of your genetics in a different fridge if you possibly can. Ask me how I know.
Are you making fun of me?
No, it happened to me too. Remember,
That-
we have both lost our fucking collections because the fridge
But this
malfunctioned.
is quite fresh for me. I mean, like
Yeah, it's very fresh.
it's very fresh. I mean, you're
Very
like,
fresh.
oh, you're very fresh. I mean, yeah, it hurts.
Yeah, I think the wound
It
is
hurts
still
bad.
bleeding for Deadpool.
Oh no, no,
there.
the pain still is there with me. Don't feel bad. I mean, I'm there with you, bro.
But anyway, yes.
So,
you wanna have
another-
backups of everything.
Another fancy ass fucking thing is going to be the Oni Labs digital orbital shaker. It's a continuous mode model. It's $130, and what it basically does is it rocks whatever it'll hold like 4 LMI flasks, like 4.
What? But why? Okay, I know what you're talking about. Why?
It rocks everything back and forth all the time.
But why?
It's
We wobble
Be-
because we wobble, but they don't fall down.
because it makes really cool liquid filters.
Well, that's what I'm asking. I mean, because you only fit a couple on there.
Yeah,
So what's the difference? But you've already got a fucking stir plate with a magnet, with a magnetic bar, stir bar in the bottom.
because the stir plate goes 1,000,000 miles an hour, and the rocker just gently moves the ship back and forth like the ocean waves. And you use.
So
the,
you're telling
I
me
use
it's not the
rock-
motion of the ocean; it's the
It's the motion of the ocean. Yeah, I want the motion of the fucking.
And more toys, you're better.
Yeah, and also that it looks cool as shit to have all these different things moving in your lab at the same fucking
I
time.
have
Anyway,
32 things that
it
can
makes-
move and shake and vibrate.
I want one of those things with the 2 metal rods where the electricity goes up it. Just to have. That'd be cool.
Okay, well that's gonna be added to the list of necessary shit for a
Right.
Oh, a Tesla coil.
It-
in the
Are we
middle of
talking
my
about
lab.
Tesla
Yeah.
coil?
No, it's like two rods that stick up like rabbit ear TV antennas, and then the electricity like travels up them.
Oh, you mean like
Oh,
a
when you
taser?
stick your tongue between it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Don't
let me
stick your
get,
dick in
let
there.
me get my Google out, and I'll find out what the fuck it's called.
It's called a fucking taser.
No.
Okay, anyway, so I use
It's hidden.
if I'm making a if I need a liquid culture to get really thick really fast, then I use that orbital shaker guy. I set it on low mode and I leave it alone, and it just rocks it back and forth. The next thing you know, and I'll drop it like an air stone in there with a pump, and it ends up like a fucking big giant thing of pearls. It looks really, really cool. It gets super, super like
that just sounds
very,
weird
very
to me.
thick, very, very fast. So then I take and I drop that into my dopey electric benchtop centrifuge machine, and there's a 4,000 RPM. It uses 50 mil tubes. It holds 6 of them. It's $185.
I'm thinking Mr. Medical over there has not paid for any of these goddamn lab equipments, and the hospital is missing some equipment.
How many hospitals do you visit?
All of them.
He's like,
They're all missing one piece of equipment from their lab.
He's like, at the end of the day, he comes home, he's got fucking 13 boxes of fucking nitrile gloves, one from each fucking hospital.
Different colors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
New
so
centrifuge.
I use my little centrifuge there. Has it uses 6 tubes. You don't have to use all 6 at the same time. Just make sure the unit's balanced out. But you put my liquid culture in there, spin that shit down, and have like basically a big SCOBY at the bottom at that point. And then I can use that and put it. It considers like a SCOBY. What the fuck? The kombucha fucking fucks will know what that is. Yeah, it's like it almost looks like
it's like a big culture.
Yeah, it turns into kind of like jellyfish at that point, like jellyfish texture. Once you spin it down, well, I'll take that, and then I'll take little pieces of that. Then I'll put it into micro pipettes, and then send my culture that way, so that you end up. That's a lot of my stuff's so fucking thick. Like, man,
no wonder this motherfucker takes 35 years to make a fucking culture. It's fucking
not 35 years. All my cultures are fucking the shit. You're like, oh wow, this is the thickest fucking most badass culture I ever had. Yeah, it's because there's a lot of steps.
It took 35 years to make it. It's like, got a fucking pipette. I gotta go ahead and put it in a centrifuge. Then I've got to stir it with my NATO fucking tank powered fucking stir plate.
You want to know the weirdest, most eccentric thing that I fucking have in my lab? It's called an ultrasonic homogenizer or cell disruptor, and it's in its own little cabinet. It was $1,800 fucking dollars. I bought it when I was drunk. And
is that like my new ultrasonic cleaner that I got for $150?
No, this thing spit like it's how do I even describe it to you? It's a okay, so it vibrates and spins such a high fucking frequency, it explodes all the cells.
Yes.
That's all it does. So you take all of your like.
Wait. So what you're telling me is you have another spinning device?
Yes. And another spinning and a vibrating. He's mixed them together this time.
Have we ventured outside of those kind of devices? The vibrating, the spinning, or what's the other one? Not the answer.
Do we have a
spinning and vibrating?
Do we have a room purely set aside for these spinning?
That's what it is.
Oh wait,
cylindrical,
rocking,
fucking cylindrical fucking devices that you have in your house. Is it a whole room full of these things, or
these are so fucking sweet? So what it does is that you can put your sample in there. So like if I'm making like a candy or a food item of some type, I can put all of my powder in there, add a little bit of liquid, and then drop it into there, crank it up, and turn it on, and explode all of the cells. Let all the psilocin and psilocybin out. That way you don't get burble guts. You don't get bubble guts. You don't get anything like that from all of the,
So wait, did that work for like doing an extraction?
Yes, it's for extractions. It also really works well for weed. But
Wait, hey, I'm gonna ask you guys a question because I don't know. I have never heard of anybody doing this before, but I might or might not have just picked up a juicer, and
okay, don't do it. I did that with our juicer.
Did you? I'm about ready to throw my fucking couple ounces in the juicer.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm-
Don't do it.
Do it.
Don't do it. There's not enough
I'm not.
liquid in it.
I'm a carnivore. I eat nothing but meat. I'm not gonna juice my fucking steak. It's here for only one purpose. It's getting done. I'm just asking if anyone's done it before.
I have
You're
not.
You're gonna want to mix it with an acid, sir. There's no
Orange juice. Mix oranges and mushrooms together and do it.
There you go.
No, don't do a lemon or a lime. No,
Lemon
oranges-
lemonade.
those are for savages.
Enough.
Savages.
There's not enough liquid in mushrooms by themselves to run them through a juicer without them potentially catching fire.
So I'm thinking I need to soak them in lemon juice. There
That
you
would
go.
work.
Gotcha.
That would work.
I'm going to soak them in lemon juice and then toss them in there when they are fully hydrated and get
By
myself
themselves. Not a good idea.
and juice the
You're right.
fuck out of them motherfuckers. Yeah,
So,
fuck
Fafo-
you.
FAFO that shit, bro. FAFO it.
Yeah, it's already in the process of FAFOing. I already bought the fucking mixer, not to be the juicer.
Nice.
And guess what? These Apex that are sitting here, these Apex are going in there because I'm gonna make candies with Apex, and it's gonna be
Ooh.
glorious.
What kind of candies?
I'm gonna make gummies.
Oh.
Yes.
Gummies are always
I'm in the
interesting.
process of trying to create a Deadpool thing on my 3D printer
Oh, dude.
so that I
Nice.
can pour. So I can
A mold.
pour my a Deadpool.
Oh
I can make
my
a
God,
Deadpool
that'd be
mold
so cool.
for my gummies. Right.
So
Thinking
what
it's
I've
gonna be
done,
pretty fucking sweet.
I've already
What
got
I've done
three,
and
three
how I-
Deadpool modes.
how I've used this thing, that ultrasonic guy in the past,
You still
is that
you
I
post me a
just
picture that Trim, we're gonna fight. I'm
I
telling you.
just freeze dried the mushrooms, and then put them in there with a little bit of liquid, usually an acidic type liquid. Drop the little tip in there, cranked it on, and let it go. And then when it was done, it comes out like you can definitely tell that there's like nothing intact at all in it. It's just like liquid as shit. And from there, then I can make like chocolates, candies, anything else with it, and not worry about like I got 100% extraction. Like
Wait.
everything that
well,
was inside
basically-
the cell is now outside the cell.
Well, let's go back to your last machine. If you did that with mycelium, and could you possibly do like an old school snake venom almost, except without doing that, you're crushing up some cell walls. And I'm not
Yes.
talking about bringing it basically
what-
down. Go ahead.
The first thing that I had bought it for originally was to remove the outer or to crack the outer casing on spores. And there's a lot of
Okay.
people that have used it that way, to where they have used it to remove the outer casing on the spore and end up with just the genetic material floating around inside of there, and then be able to put like 6 or 7 different types of spores in there, drop them in at the same time, vibrate the shit out of it, then let them all form diachrons and whatnot inside of the liquid, and you'll have
Try to get some
a
shit
whole-
to lock. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, no, it will 100% do that. It will 100% do that.
Can I borrow your $1,800 machine?
It's I
Yeah.
don't feel like I needed that machine now. I feel like I could have gone and got one of the handheld ones for like $200 and done the same fucking thing. Like I don't
That's
feel
an
like I
8-ball.
needed.
That's
Yeah, there's a $200 high speed homogenizer that's on Amazon. It's $219 with a 6% off coupon, so it's $200. That would do the exact same thing. I believe I just got this one because I was like, holy shit. And I watched some videos on YouTube. I was like, I need that. And then I bought it. So
Is this another drunk
Like-
buy? Is that sounded like
It was
you were
100%.
advocating the wrong
it was 100% a drug buy. One of the cool things, the only cool, I guess, thing that I can do with it that isn't that you can't do with the handheld one is make nanotubes out of just pure carbon. So that's about it. And why would I want to do that? Fuck, I don't know. But it'll like
because I can. That's
yeah.
Fucking,
so at about 24 kilohertz, you can pour pure carbon into like sterile water. Turn on. 10 minutes later, have just perfectly arranged nanotubes, the entire like thing of them. But why would I want that? I don't fucking know. What would I use it for? Don't know. Yeah, but I was just like, that thing is. Yes, it does, and that's how they got me. So I was like, shit, yeah, I want that. And you can use it to emulsify anything into anything else. All right? So, like, stuff that would not normally emulsify.
So, like I can make mayonnaise. With
yes.
$1,800 machine.
The most mayonnaise in the history of mayonnaise. Yes. Because it would be.
He's like, and that's why I got it. Yes,
it wouldn't just be fucking mayonnaise. It would be mayonnaise on a molecular level. All right, so it wouldn't just be like, oh, hey, look, they're homogenized. No, it's homogenized at individual molecule level.
Did you say that my mashed potatoes were lumpy? Hold my fucking beer. I'll be right back.
Fuck you. They have molecular bonds, bitches. Yeah. But,
just slide down your throat. There's no chewing involved.
Slide down your throat. It'll just absorb through your skin.
You should just absorb it. It goes in your mouth and it's gone.
Yeah. You can just apply it straight to your butt. It's where it's going to go anyway. But
yeah, that's the new way of eating.
The cool thing about it is you can remove any cell walls,
butt
any of the bacterial
rectal
walls.
leakage.
So, is it useful? Yes. Do I need it? No. Would I buy it again? No. I'd buy the $200 one. I would definitely buy the $200 one because it is pretty fucking cool to use. But like so many cool things happen.
But is it
Ferris fluids?
No.
Huh?
But is it sensible to own?
No. No. For a classroom, yes. For like a college class, yes. But for the individual, no. Does it look really, really fucking impressive on my bench? No, because it looks like a little cabinet. People don't even know what the fuck it is. They're more. They think that the $20 Intella Labs like vortexer or the spinner is like the plate thing is way cooler than the fucking homogenizer. Like if you're going for like coolness factor, people see it, they're like, "Wow, that thing's really cool," and I'm like, "But look at that, that's the coolest thing in here." And they're like, "Yeah, whatever." Yeah.
Yeah, look at me stirring my coffee.
Exactly. Oh, you can stir
I use my heat stir plates. I remember I was using my fucking beakers for my coffee mugs.
Okay, let me tell you something you could fucking do with this homogenizer is you could take your coffee grounds. You could just regular coffee grounds, put them in fucking water and crank that bitch up. And your coffee grounds will disintegrate. They'll go to molecular size and just be suspended in that fucking liquid for all eternity. So your coffee grounds are just gone. You're gonna drink your coffee is coffee grounds and water, but they're gone. They're down to cellular size, and you've broken every cell in them. So they're just there. Like you could make the most coffeeiest coffee water in the history of coffee water. You know.
I think I want to try to see if that would give me a difference when I'm doing my fucking shit for my because I use coffee for my grain. So put that in the water instead so it doesn't have the clumpy clumps.
Oh, there'd be no clumps at all.
Right.
The cool thing is that you could so I took like a couple of flakes of oatmeal and put them in water and then turn that bitch on and they disappear. Everything you put in there disappears. It just goes into the liquid. It goes whatever it is, doesn't matter what it is, down to a fucking molecular level. It's really cool. Is it worth $1,800? No. Just to watch whatever you put in something disappear? No. Carrot water? Let's see. Yep, totally works. Shrimp like it, but yeah, totally not worth it. So one thing that I do use pretty regularly, it's the ALWSCI. I don't even know how to fucking say it. It's a laboratory vacuum filtration distillation apparatus. It's $79. It's a 1,000 ml flask with a 300 ml graduated funnel on top of it, and then you buy the shitty little. I literally have it saved as vacuum pump. Shitty, works great. It's a little. It's a Nest Echo laboratory vacuum filtration pump for the U.S. market for $20. So for $100, you get a vacuum filter. Now the cool thing about this is let's say you want to make like.
I want a link for that one. I can say I want a link for that one, Carl. Put that one in the Discord.
Say if you want to make like horse poo agar, you can take your horse poo water, you mix that shit up, let it sit for a while and ferment or whatever, put it in the freaking funnel on top, hook your vacuum pump to the funnel on the bottom, and force just the liquid with all the nutrients and everything in it through the bottom, leaving all the solids behind. And so I mix and I play with a lot of separating one thing from another. Whether it's if I'm trying to make an agar off of like, wood, or if I'm trying to make an agar off of something else, I could use that for that. If I'm trying to like, say, make a really cool extract, I can take and leave all of the solids behind and just get just the liquids. So, yeah, it works out super, super well. It's super cool. I enjoy it. But you need
you need a vacuum pump.
Breathing? Who's over there breathing like the fell asleep on the table? Who fell asleep on the fucking table?
I guess he
was not me.
I can hear it in his voice. He's waking up. Hold on, give him a second.
Oh, him.
I was muted.
You thought you were muted again? I don't know.
No.
You're blaming me, you fucker?
Muted. If I wasn't, you would have heard chewing.
So here's the link for that one, and then for the little shitty for the vacuum distillator guy, for the little cute little shitty pump that I like that works really, really well is oh my gosh!
And this is why it's
these pumps
to be in the server.
These pumps are really good for other things that might be made. A lot of them require. I'm not going to talk about those on the podcast, but
what are we talking
some
about?
Some other
substances,
actives, some other substances.
Ooh.
If you want to make them at home, require vacuum.
So. Okay, well, I don't know about that, but I do know that I like this particular thing, this particular combination between these two. These two work really, really well together. I have both of these. I can tell you that they work really, 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 really well together. And I have vacuum filtered so much shit. And it works out really, really well. Like, if you want to separate something from something else, you can buy the individual filter discs all the way down to like 0.1 micron. Do not get them that small. You don't need it that small. You need like a 25 or 30 or 50 micron or 100 micron disc if you're just going to filter like solids out of something. You see people go crazy and get like the 0.1 micron filtration disc. Dude, you've just filtrated everything out you were trying to put in there, right? Like,
yeah.
If you're putting in poo water, like horse poo freaking water in the top, I had to put a 0.1 micron freaking filter disc and then vacuum pump it through. Now you've ended up with your water's clear. It's because you could fucking drink it. You left everything behind. You want to just get rid of all the solids and just have the liquid. So 100 micron, 150 micron, whatever, that filtration disc will work a lot better for you.
How about this? We haven't talked
of this.
Good.
What?
The receipt?
I was
talking about
I was
Farrell's
curious.
lab?
Yeah, the receipt of Farrell's lab.
Are we
so
including? Are we including Farrell's fucking $3,000 centrifuge and his $1,800 set of fucking?
It's gonna be $50,000.
The centrifuge, the stupid centrifuge is like it was cheap, man. I mean, the centrifuge is
look, $1,200.
Did I show you a picture of it? It's cheap.
You did not.
Such a.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If it looks cool, I'm gonna want it in my lab. All right.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
you're gonna want this. You're gonna want this. There's the centrifuge.
How much is
God,
this?
it works so well. $180. It's not bad.
Only $184.
$180. Shit.
I think this lab is going to be
Look at it!
like 15,000.
It looks like it doesn't even look cool. If it was the ones that had
It
the
doesn't
arms that
look
swung
cool.
out and swing around, that's a box.
I
with
want
two
to have
buttons on
neon
it.
lights.
I mean, basically,
Yeah.
I want it to sing to me.
if I can put that next to my goddamn what I just buy, my new ultrasonic cleaner. If I put that exactly next to my ultrasonic cleaner, I couldn't tell the fucking difference. It doesn't. No. I need the one where the arms swing around and then the pipes go outwards and they swing around like it's fucking cool in a scientist movie. Right? That's a box.
You mean like the
How's
ones
it
that that don't actually work? That they just look for fun?
Yes. I mean, because
No.
I'm not going to fucking use
This
it anyway.
fucking works.
I'm making mine out of coat hangers and tinfoil, damn it.
I'm going to take a baby spinner thing from a crib and just fucking put my things on there. Let me take care of it.
I'm going to get a computer fan and some fucking magnets. Fuck you guys.
Oh, shit.
I'm making
You're making your own stir plate.
Hey, you know what? There's one that works like what you want, but it only uses 2 mil tubes, 2 milliliter tubes. The one that you want uses tiny tubes. This uses a full 50 mil tube, and the reason that it uses those is so that I can dump. There's 6 of them, right? So I've got the entire fucking flask in there by the time I'm done. I've got all the good shit out of my freaking flask off the rocker into there, and then I spin it down and I end up with this freaking super dense SCOBY at the bottom. I can just cut and drop into little 2 mil pipette things and then rock and roll from there. And it ships well. It's like sending a whole 50 mils of liquid culture, but in a 2 mil little freaking plastic tube.
I was going to lie and make fun of your pipette, but I was actually researching those, I think yesterday, so that I could do and make really small fucking slants. So I shall refrain.
Well, everybody knows that I was a fucking dude who does the damn vials. Vial tech is my fucking jam.
Yeah, I've never made a vial. I don't have a crimper.
No, the vials are
like
the fucking jam. Yeah.
I still have a jar of the monstrosity grow.
Really? That's
I
so
have that
awesome.
extra. Yeah.
I still got. Hey, I have a thing of the spores. I have one left of the spores.
Oh yeah, well that's what I'm talking. Well, that's what I'm talking about. No, I'm talking about the actual vial with the snail on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that. I have that left. Remember, I got 2. So, well, 3.
Once we move, I think I want to. Once we move and I get everything set back up at the new spot, I think I'm gonna do another monstrosity grow with something similar. So I'll just have everybody send me a bunch of weird fucking prints and shit. And
don't forget, I have the monstrosity monster plate of all the prints from everything that I grew from monstrosity.
Jesus, yeah, we
in one. Dude, I have tons of different fucking prints from that.
Well, you'll have to fucking send it to me so that I can put it in a bunch of things. But we can have a group with like all of our listeners, like a group grow, and then we can make a new like.
I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah,
that'd be nice.
Grow
along. I mean, I don't do grow alongs. I mean, I do competition.
No grow along. No love to share.
It's not a grow along. It's a fucking competition. It's a monstrosity grow. It's a monstrosity grow competition. You know how that fucking thing works.
I know.
We require losers.
For our fucking listeners who are not sure, are unaware of what a monstrosity grow is, the monstrosity grow is something we came up with when we were all drinking one day. And what it is we took a fucking shitload. It was like 27 different... 22 different, completely different fucking sets of spores, and put them into one, I think, 100 mil fucking flask. And I freaking just vortexed the shit out of it. Took it up there and then injected it into sterile vials, and we went from there. And so everybody had their own little 10 mils of this absolute fucking mess of spores. And we came out with what it was like 295 quintillion possible combinations of what it could have came out to be. But the idea was we did the math and it was stupid. So the idea was that you had to grow the best, it was the biggest mushroom, the coolest looking fucking mushroom, and then the highest producing or whatever, right? And so there was 3 different categories, and then whoever won in that, like everybody voted on it, then they won the monstrosity grow Penosaurus Rex. Like there's a 3D printed trophy. And Deadpool fucking won that shit hands down. If he's got a picture, he should put the.
I'm actually uploading a picture now of the monstrosity spore plate and Penosaurus Rex.
Yeah,
I was robbed. Just saying.
You were robbed. And there was no green. There was no green competition, motherfucker.
What? That's not the rules that I read.
I was wondering where.
I thought it was a competition so you could get the coolest contams, but no.
I was looking for where do I get the monstrosity grow?
Most variation of gray you've ever seen.
Yeah. This is the fuzziest gray I've ever seen in my life.
Every shade of gray.
Yeah. At least 50. Yeah, I'll get that. So, all right, so I got the spore plate. I've got the syringe. Luckily, I'm in my lab at the moment. And I know I just grabbed Penis. Penis, where are you? Penis was!
My dick.
Check your bedroom.
Hello? Where'd you go, little buddy?
Check under your pillow, Deadpool.
Oh, he's here somewhere. He's yelling. I can hear him.
He always comes in the smell of cat food.
Yeah. He's like, stroke me.
I don't know if I actually have it in here anymore.
Yes!
Oh my god.
I found him.
You got it?
Little buddy. I got him.
Happy day.
Sweet. I gotta hold on. I'm gonna see if I get a picture of the monstrosity grow itself.
I got the vial and the trophy. Taking a picture. Putting it in right now. Yeah. Boom. Hello, everybody.
Because the vial was really pretty fucking cool.
Oh, I better take. I cut off the tip. Oh, there it is.
Just the tip.
Yeah, just the tip. See how it feels.
Just try it out for a little bit.
All right.
It's a little taste test.
There it goes. I'll post it right now. There it is.
It's Baskin Robbins. Just dip you spoon it. Oh, just the tip. Oh, God.
Literally did just do just the tip.
All right, but
Damn,
here it is. The vial.
Oh,
that's the prints.
God.
All right, look.
Wow, look
I'm
how
gonna take
black
a better
that is.
picture. I'm gonna take a better picture so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. There we go.
My artwork on
This.
that was beautiful.
The snail man.
Yeah.
There
That's
it is.
crazy.
Look at that shit.
That'll be freaking glorious.
Right? I mean, we don't know how many of these were crosses, and if we can get crosses of crosses to cross, across to cross, we're fucking
So much
cross.
incest.
Oh yeah. There's no telling what's actually gonna come out of this motherfucker. Like just an absolute Total mess.
So
It's gonna be
I will go
glorious.
ahead. I will make a.
It will be the
Damn,
best.
I mean,
thing.
yeah, this is a lot of fucking prints in there. Everything that didn't look normal and had something weird about it is in that fucking plate. So that's got Light Bright in there. It's got fucking B41 in there. All my cool monsters in there, and a lot of shit you guys didn't even see. So
Nice.
that'll go with. We'll add that in there. I'll mix it all up and I'll send you I'll send it to you in a centrifuge tube. So you can fucking centrifuge it or something.
Well, let me finish the move first there, buddy.
I know, not now, obviously. I said about
We
should
be done with the move in like 2 weeks. 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, nice. That's
All
pretty
we're
quick.
waiting on. All we're waiting on now is for them to put in the septic, run the water from the street out, and run the power from the street out. That's it.
So it's septic and not a sewer.
Well, yeah, I'm in the country, buddy.
Well, no, though, that's what I'm asking. I wasn't sure if we were waiting for them to connect it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, waiting for them to dig it.
Connect it or dig it? Gotcha.
You get up
Settling a new town in the desert.
All right. Well, we're running out of time. We got more things. How about ways to cover the jars? We're using fucking, obviously, stickers. Filter stickers.
Yeah.
Filter, the filter guys, little filter, filter disc.
And if anybody's still using fucking foil on top of your fucking jars, man.
I use foil inside my jars even because, and I wear a hat. Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking.
Foil hat.
Just telling me?
I'm wearing a hat,
with
foil
a
hat right
90-degree
now.
angle.
But
I'm make sure to have my pinky and my belly button when I go to pressure cook.
good. You gotta go
Well, he
deep.
Jesus. I was sitting here looking. I'm looking. What do we got? I couldn't find it.
Who?
I think I might have drunk too much.
Why?
Well, we heard you snoring a second ago.
I'm not snoring. I'm not snoring.
Well, either that or you were trying to fucking snort the goddamn microphone. It was one of the two.
Both. Chanting sober up.
Don't make it weird.
I'm not King Jamie. Who do you want? But,
Who are you calling a psycho?
So
It's my pig. What are you talking about?
We got those. How
Another
about
shaking
things?
machine?
Listen, yeah. Wait. Speaking of another machine, we've got the pill makers. You gotta have that.
Shit! I fucking totally forgot about those goddamn things. Love
I'm
them.
only looking at mine. That's why I asked it. So the all-in-one capsule makers are awesome. You guys all sent me there. Those
you need as far for our listeners, you need the 00 and the 000. The double out, the triple out. That's all you need.
You could fit almost a gram of lion's mane in the triples.
Yeah.
No.
That's
how
why I
much can you fit in
said
the doubles?
those are the only ones you need. About
I don't know. I've never done a double.
350 the doubles are smaller. So 350 to 500 milligrams in the doubles, 5 to 7 to above that, depending on how you pack it in the triples. So I usually end up with like the triples. I can usually fit very easily 750 milligrams of psilocybin, containing mushrooms into a capsule, in the triple aughts, and so 2 triples and a lion's mane is what I call a party pack. So that's 150. That's 1.5 grams of mushrooms, and then a 750 milligram lion's mane. It was a massive potentiator, and that usually ends up being like what I call like a little party pack, where you just like it's something small. I keep it in like little tiny, I guess look like crack pouches, I don't know. How else would you describe them?
You had a lion's head on it. The one you sent me, allegedly.
Well, yeah.
You had that little pack with the lion's head on it, with the instructions.
Yeah.
on it, telling me how to do drugs, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Wasn't me.
What? Allegedly. Well, the purpose of that is so people know what the fuck they had. But it's not enough to actually fuck anybody up to the point where they're going to be seeing baby Jesus. But it's enough to make sure that you're going to have a good time if you're going to go to like Disney on Ice or like go watch the new Star Wars movie, right? Like,
or go to the aquarium. Or go to the aquarium.
Go to the aquarium. Yeah. Or watch. No, don't watch the Disney.
Going to the aquarium.
No, you watch the entire.
Is that like where
you
go? Okay. Is that where you go to the bathroom and stare at the toilet? At the aquarium?
No? You get lost in the tile floor. It becomes an adventure. I just want to take a shit.
Choose your own adventure. Did you guys see that picture? Oh god, it was one of my favorite ones I've seen recently. It was like, go to Walmart on mushrooms. Choose your own adventure.
Well, I get lost in the clothing rack. They keep following me. The mannequins.
Where's it at? Oh, here. Look, I just posted it on the FAFO podcast page. Look at his eyes.
I love that artwork.
Look at his fucking eyes.
It's the best.
Oh my god.
What the fuck is this? It's a Dungeons and Dragons fucking. What is it? It's a side quest or something.
The eyes are glorious. They're not looking the same direction.
Dude, it says New York Times bestseller on the bottom.
Yeah.
Is it for
I
sale
like how
for
it's
$4.95. Okay.
$4.95.
Wow.
I'd buy that. I'm just saying.
Fuck yeah, man.
I might own it. I don't know.
I would remember if I owned that.
Why buy the book when you can experience the adventure firsthand?
That's true.
Eat a handful.
America.
Go to Walmart. Think you're in Antarctica in the frozen food section? It's okay. You know, you think you're fighting a polar bear. In all reality, you just attacked the manager. What happened?
I've never disassociated like that. I've never seen people on mushroom disassociate like that. Like,
you had to take a lot to do that. A lot.
Yeah, like
we're talking like designer mushrooms at about 10 grams.
Yeah. You'd have to like do
if you're doing 10 grams of designer mushrooms.
Yeah.
I'll see you next week because I want nothing to do with that trip. Nothing.
What is this? Trip. Oh, it's beautiful. Trip, yes.
Oh, the repair manual.
Killdozer repair manual.
God,
I need that in my life.
Where is it?
I like how it has the guy's birthday on it too. 1951 to 2004.
It's awesome.
That's called attention to detail, sir. It's awesome.
It is. Oh, dude. Speaking of
it's not a gift.
shit,
I wanted to save it.
I've got so much cool Killdozer fucking like stuff. Like, God.
I want that manual in my shop or my classroom so bad. Just stick it on a random shelf. See if people ever notice it. It'd be awesome.
All right.
Today, kids, we're going to practice welding.
You want to bet that they would? Yeah, today, kids, we're going to be building something that spells freedom.
We're going to take it to the mirror.
We also need something for. All right, you're doing agar. You're going to have something for your plates. You're going to have for incubation chamber. Oh God, incubation chamber. Fuck. Yes. Okay. So what I do for my incubation chamber is I have an old refrigerator, and I take a
100 watts. I guess it's a water heater for aquariums. So it's a 100-watt aquarium heater. I put it into a 1-gallon jar of water, and I put the top back on.
Shit up with silicone.
Seal it up with silicone after I put the hole to get the fucking cord through. And then I put it into the refrigerator and set it like freaking 78 degrees or 80 degrees. And then it just keeps the whole fucking refrigerator nice and pretty and warm. It works great. It's got a built-in thermostat. It's perfectly
That's
fine.
if you have a whole fucking fridge. You could also take the underwater heaters, put it in a tote filled with water, and then put a tote inside that tote, and that water will heat as long as you insulate.
I call that a fruiting chamber, son. That's a fruiting chamber.
Fruiting chamber? No. There's no holes. There's no air.
People used to fruit like that all the damn time. Back in the day.
I've never fruited like that in the day. Shotgun fruiting chamber with the totes with the holes of the perlite, yes. Not. I'm talking about a tote with the
There's
heat.
a tote at the hole at the bottom of the sea. There's a tote in the hole.
All you motherfuckers! Am I the only sober person here?
In the hole.
If I'm the only sober person here, there's a fucking problem.
At the bottom of the sea.
What the fuck's happening?
Because I don't know why.
It's
It
the
just
apocalypse.
worked out really
The
well.
apocalypse is here.
It just worked out really well.
Oh, it's the horns.
The way that you said it just worked out really well as the song in my head. I'm sorry, it was glorious. This was such a good episode.
Wasn't me.
There's a tilt to the whole bottom. Okay, yes. Incubator. Yes. Incubator.
Yeah, anyways, let's take a incubator. Now, we also need to have, how about scalpels or inoculation loops? We need cell spreaders, or if you're feral, you can use a squeegee. And a fucking squeegee your shit instead of a
Squeegee.
A vibrating squeegee.
It's an inoculation loop. It's in a bean circle. It's square and flat across the top. And I use it like a little squeegee. No, but it uses
he used
little.
Farrell used a goddamn spatula to fucking wipe his fucking agar when I met him. And if that's the first thing, I was like, wait a second, you use a spatula? He's like, yeah. I'm like, why not a cell spreader? He's like,
what's that?
I hate you already.
Well, because I wasn't aware that such a thing existed. And now I do. Before then, it was just a sterile spatula.
You'll need Q-tips. You'll need some swabs to keep backups. You'll need foil
you'll need a
plate.
pressure cooker. You'll need an actual pressure cooker. And I like the 23-quart Prestos.
I have 123. I have 123 Presto, and then I've got the two 18s. I have two 18s. They are, and you know what? I basically do one flat at a time, so I only use two pressure cookers. I put 6 in each, and then usually I'll put a thing of agar, one on each. So that's a going. Oh wait, no. You know what? I have all this fucking agar that I haven't used because I've been sitting here trying to stock up. I've had that in there for 90 minutes. That shit's shot. I can't use that.
What?
I'm glad I thought of it now. I put an extra slot. I put fucking agar, the jar of agar, in with my fucking pressure cooker with my grain. So instead of 20 minutes, it was in there for 90 minutes. I have 4 jars over here. No, yeah, no. That's gel.
You broke down all the proteins.
Solid.
Why the fuck do we need a goddamn speculum? Like, why do we need a speculum, Trent?
What?
Are you asking Trim while he's...
He just posted a picture of a speculum.
It's a duck.
It's a duck.
This should be in pets, I think, right? It should be in pets.
It's just in case you want to.
That's
really,
quacktastic.
You really want to boof it hard, like boof it real good.
I just need to
wait,
look
wait.
for 2 minutes.
Why, Trim?
Mr.
Trim,
Quiet.
why were you researching vaginal fucking tools?
Looking for a career change?
What, you don't
Well,
have
it
one of those
doesn't-
in your lab? What?
Hey, speculum doesn't have to be just used in the vag. It's a whole
Use
opener.
the anus.
You can use it in the anus too.
He's like, you dig in a ditch, grab the scapula.
It was an unfortunate misspelling on his part between speculum and scapula.
Oh, were you looking up scalpel?
No,
No.
you
He's
guys
like, no,
were
I was really
talking
looking
about
for this shit.
you guys were talking about cell spreaders, and I just went to cervix spreader just for funsies, and yeah, that's what I came up with.
Nah, that's not going to get the cervix.
That's where my brain went immediately.
It's not.
Oh,
No.
Jesus
I'm sorry.
Christ.
I'm sorry. I'm going to
Yeah,
hell for
you
that.
gotta apologize to the goddamn world for that shit.
Oh shit.
Let's see.
But,
Okay,
Anything else?
I use the
I better delete.
I use the burners. They're the outdoor chef, I believe was what they're called, from Academy Sports. The outdoor chef, the two burners like next to each other. I use those to do all of my pressure cooking on. Because they're cheap, and when you find them on sale, they're like $79. I really like them. They sip fuel.
Let me ask you this: how long do they last? How many runs can I do a double? Can I do 2 pressure cooks? How many can you get out of one
Per
fucking tank?
What per tank?
Yeah.
Probably 12. Yeah.
Damn,
probably
that's
12.
not bad for $40.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Why is it $40? It's $20 for a propane tank.
For the propane
Shane.
tank. For the propane tank.
Yeah,
Yes.
we paid $20 here.
Yeah, it's $20 here.
Holy
Yeah.
Jesus! It's $40 here.
That's
Yeah.
why we use propane for everything. It's fucking cheap. It's like $1 a pound. Like, it's stupid cheap. You got a 20-pound propane tank, it's $20.
I don't want
And
to get into it right now, but I've been researching on setting up a biogas fucking thing at my hunter's cabin.
What?
That's when you fart into like
Yeah,
a
we've
bowl.
seen biogas.
Is this a new way of hunting?
Yep.
Oh.
Um,
Okay. I thought we were talking about gassing the deer. I was confused.
They're underwear with like a balloon holder in the back, and you collect your biogas.
Well, you got to use your speculum and get in there good and deep.
You insert the balloon up until the sphincter.
Yes. Yes. You want to make sure that it just gets right up there into the sphygmoid colon.
Instructions
So,
on
nice
your
tight
neck stuck in a
seal.
chicken.
Jesus Christ, we're gonna burn. So, so I buy those things whenever I find them. The Camp Chef guys. Sometimes I have gotten lucky.
Trim,
and
you
found
fucking
them
coward.
at-
no, that was
Like-
geeky.
it's what's it called? It's
What the?
like the places where you go and you can buy stuff that's secondhand for cheap. Like
Secondhand
like there's
store?
one's called like Deseret Industries. There's another one
Nutty,
called,
where'd you put that picture?
The Salvation Army, stuff like that, right? I've gotten lucky before and found
Thrift
those
stores you're referring to.
thrift stores, those Camp Chef things at like the last 2 that I bought, I got them for $25 a piece at a like a garage sale. So I have 6 of them now. The cool thing is the legs come off and they fold fucking flat, so they could fold. You could like in a one of those 27-gallon yellow top totes, you can fit 3 of them in there. So with all their hoses and accessories and everything. So they just boom, 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 put all 3 of them in there, rock and roll, go to the next spot, open it up, pull them out, run your 6 burners at the same time off of 3 propane tanks, or a splitter and run them all off of a 100-gallon tank. So it works out really, really well. I like them a lot. I intend to have at the new house, I'm going to have a big deck, and I'm going to have a propane tank the one of the big propane tanks that has the hardwired in along the deck panel, so that I can just screw in whatever accessories that I want. So like my griddle, my burners, stuff like that, just right there on the deck. It's really, really convenient because I run 6 23-quart pressure
Look at my
canners at
nuts.
the same time. The most I've ever ran at once is 8. It works out great. I pay attention when I'm running them on a new burner, and then I take a paint marker and I make a mark of, hey, this is how to heat it up quick, little yellow mark, and then a red mark is going to go to where it needs to be to sit there and just slowly just rock the weight. And so after they've gotten all the way up to temperature, I can turn it back down. Each one's going to be slightly different. I find that on those the Camp Chef burners, they have a turbo burner, which is the one on the left, that burns a lot harder than the one on the right by about 20-25%. So
you're talking I got a regular oven where they had the one fucking turbo and then a regular one that doesn't do anything at all.
Yeah,
it fucking sucks.
Yeah. So just making a little bitty mark like of where you need the line to point to on the burner, I find is very, very, very helpful. Where you can just turn your knob so that once everything's rocking and rolling, it's just really easy to turn the knob to whatever position you need it at. And as far as that, and everybody needs, we talked about the electric, cement mixer. Of course, everybody needs electric cement. Why is everybody posting China shit in the goddamn pregame?
You guys are all drunk. I can imagine. Wait, is that a pregame? Am I wasting my memes in pregame?
No,
Yeah, right. That's better.
Why is there? Yeah. Is this child swimming towards a?
It's a muff diver.
Oh.
Boy.
Allegedly. We're still listening. You know what grinds my gears, Spiro? Those new fucking propane burners with a goddamn timer built into them.
Oh, damn. Fuck that.
I hate those.
Oh. Sometimes I'm cooking on some shit and I have to cook for 6 or 8 hours. If I had to go out there and fuck with it in the goddamn timer, I'd break that timer somehow. Are these like banjo burners, or what kind of burner are they?
They're like the modern turkey fryers have timers on them.
Those are banjo type burners.
So you can save you from yourself and shit.
Fuck that.
So
go to garage sales.
Like a fucking seatbelt for grilling? Fuck you.
Yep.
Yeah. Go to garage sales. Go to garage sales. Get all that shit at garage sales. Fuck that.
Right. Or another good place to get great shit is estate auctions. Always.
Duct tape on gas lines is always a good sign. Don't forget about that.
Their death is your game, man.
Great.
Electrical tape on gas regulators. And look out for those. Good.
You can replace the regulator for cheap. The regulators are cheap. Replacing those is
and
easy.
gas hosing is cheap. It's all about finding the right people.
Hey, wait a second.
Yeah.
I'm fucking thinking for a second. Nutty, have you even brought one thing up this whole fucking conversation?
No.
Nope, I've just chimed in.
All right. Just making sure. He's like, yes.
That's his job.
Yes. Oh, he's our Ed McMahon.
Ed McMahon.
Yeah.
Nutty.
I'm just here to
He's a hype guy.
add a little bit of spice.
He's the hype guy. He's the hype guy.
Hey-oh.
Finally a title.
But he's got a lab.
What's in your
I have
fucking
one.
lab, Michael Nutty?
What else have we got?
I have a flow hood and a stir plate. That's the extent of my lab.
No centrifuge?
I only have one spinny
guys make
thingy. I
fun
need to
of the
upgrade to
fucking
3 spinny
centrifuge.
thingies.
The centrifuge is fucking awesome. I'd have to say that I use the centrifuge a lot. It's really, really pretty cool. If you want to reduce the amount of liquid you're going to ship somewhere or do something like that and concentrate the amount of awesomeness, centrifuge is the way to go.
You know what else is awesome in my lab that I love to death? LED lighting
cables.
overhead. I have.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
We need great lighting is important. I forgot about that. I was
Yeah.
I was bringing it up earlier. I forgot.
I use those 4-foot LED shop lights from Walmart, and I have several of them hanging up, and they're just so nice. Yep.
Oh wow! How much do those run?
They're not much. Don't remember. Let me look real quick.
They're not the broad spectrum grow lights. They're just the shop lights.
No,
right?
they're just LED shop lights. They're
Yeah.
Get the proper spectrum on the gray scale, so you really know what you're looking at.
I'm already half blind.
Because I have an 8-foot fucking dual fluorescent lamp in my lab now. And I just hit it with my heat gun. That's 110 degrees. So that's making me have to run my air conditioner more than I want to. But the LEDs, I know I could change this out and put like 3 LEDs in here, and it would be so fucking bright. I'd have to always wear shades. Great.
Okay, the 10,000 lumen one is $39.98 a piece. They have cheaper ones that are less
cheap.
bright.
But $40, it's not illuminate. 10,000 lumens will do a nice. Well, I don't do the shit out of a tent, because of the shiny ass walls in the tent. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You won't be able to go in there. You'll be getting fucking blinded and fucking sunburn off the fucking skiing.
Yeah.
Skiing up.
Yeah, and they're linkable. You can link multiple together too.
Oh, that's cool.
You can get a tan and do your mushroom work at the same time.
Nice.
The light bulb that I bought a garage light. It was the LED garage light with little fins that come off of it. And that's all I used in my lab for a long time. And it was stupid fucking bright. You could shape those little fins to point whatever direction you wanted.
Yep.
But it was
that's what I have.
Spotlight.
The ones with the 3 legs on there with the 3 different arms. Yeah, that's what I use.
Yeah, those are nice too.
Yeah, until they bust. Yeah, they get hot and they fucking melt. And it melts one at a time and it fucks up the whole fucking lamp. And it actually almost caused a fire once. I just happened to be coming in. But I haven't been there in a week. I just happened to come in while it was bubbling. So
well, I don't leave the fucking lights on because mushrooms like to grow in the dark.
Not on my grow tent. It's in the fucking lab.
Yeah.
You have a grow tent?
Nice.
What?
I have tents, plural. 2 tents.
Oh.
What are you talking about, Trim? You got like 3 tents.
Yeah, 4, but we're not counting. I was trying to segue you to talk about them here, fucker.
So I'm a big fan of tents. If you have a room that you can't keep clean for one way or the other, you have toddlers, children's, cats, dogs, squirrels, fucking whatever the fuck, birds, stuff like that.
Immigrants.
Having a tent that you can change clothes and go in there clean or wear a gown in there clean, and having a clean room tent that you can disinfect top to bottom because it's all fucking waterproof. You can just pump sprayer the whole goddamn thing. It's super useful.
And if you want to grow gourmets, have another one and grow gourmets in that sucker.
Yes, I would never grow gourmets outside of a fucking tent that has really good ventilation. Because, once again, those spores are sensitizing. Gourmets are awesome. They taste really good. But those spores are sensitizing, and you will become allergic. Everybody does. Every single fucking person that grows them. If you do not take steps to guard yourself, wear a respirator, keep the spores off your skin by wearing long-sleeve shirts, shit like that, you will become sensitized to them, and it will be a bad day.
Oh, speaking of that, I love my lab coats. So handy.
Lab coats are great. Yeah.
Yep.
My favorite type of lab coat.
I have my lab bib that I got from you guys.
Old type. Yeah, well, we made that for you.
Yeah. I mean, I have that one.
It was your fucking birthday present.
I know. I said thank you.
I thought I mailed you a lab coat.
No, you did not. But
I am so sorry.
It's all right. But what we need to do is FAFO. We have been working on a lab coat that we're gonna have on Etsy. It's a gothic fucking lab coat where it doesn't go down the center. It's like almost like a Star Trek fucking uniform.
Yeah, they fold over to the
from
side.
corner to corner down. It's fucking awesome, but we're just trying to find one just that just the right.
We're
price,
trying to
so.
nail down a supplier, right, for the right price. Because
Nice.
right now, you
that's
can get them, but they're fucking pricey. But we're trying to nail down a supplier for the right price and to get the right branding on it, and it'll be available for y'all. And they are really, really sexy. It looks like kind of mad scientist.
You can wear this
Star Trek.
outside. You wouldn't make it to the mailbox
Yeah.
without getting some tang. Seriously, that's how good.
Yeah.
Ow!
You will probably be you'll probably be surprise sexed against your will.
Grandma across the street's just gonna come over with her walker and ravish you.
Yep. Snoo. Yeah.
Death by snoo.
Death by snoo.
Gum.
Want some gum
The
gum?
body is willing, but the flesh is mushy.
Rippy. Sorry, my bad. You shut up over there.
The mind is willing, but the body is was it weak and mushy?
It's going raw.
Death by snoo.
The rash is chafing. Oh, God.
It's in the bone.
It's in the bone. My hips. Oh, my balls have now become marbles.
Well,
So they've grown.
That's good.
Impressive.
They've grown, yeah.
They finally dropped and filled out.
Congratulations, buddy.
Puberty. Finally,
You're a
It's your bar mitzvah.
Mazel tov. You're a boy.
You're a boy. Oh, that explains so much.
Oh, Jesus. You ever laugh so much you get a headache? Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Bastards.
All right, guys. I don't know if this is just me, but I might buy this for myself, and it's fucking crazy. It's a crazy lab coat, but I mean, am I really a
post
sane
it.
person?
Yeah, post
No.
the link.
There it is. This is gonna be fucking glorious. Look at this thing. Tell me this is not fucking awesome.
Oh, that is
Oh,
cool.
that is cool.
That would be a nice lab coat.
Ooh.
Right?
You need a leather helmet and goggles to go with that.
If you
Yeah,
don't wear
with the big
fishnets while you're wearing that, you're not a fucking man.
I'm not wearing anything under that thing. That's gonna be fucking
Oh,
free
even
ball
better.
time. Yeah,
You're Winnie the
free
Pooh in it.
balling. Free balling.
'Cause I'm free. Free
Oh,
ball.
God. Just
But
gotta worry
anyways.
about when you see that really good looking culture and you go from 6 to midnight and then you have a problem with contamination from the tip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. I know. I exactly. Oh, anyways, wait. What do you guys scalpels? What do you guys use for handle and blade?
Oh shit, I would have to look that up.
I use just regular old scalpel blade.
Dude, there's fucking there's 27
There's so many.
sizes.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I gotta look. Hold on.
Number
The
10.
ones that I'm using now.
I think mine
These are
might be
10.
number 10 as well.
I use a
Yeah.
7-11.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 10. Number 10 is
10
going to be
blade.
like your most.
What-
Yeah.
What do you use for your handle?
For a handle, I bought this really cool looking because everybody
I like-
has all different
I
types
like a
of blade handles.
7. I like the 7, the number 7.
I
with
bought
an
this
11
weird,
blade.
cool little gothic looking one. I made my own. You guys saw my one that I made, right? Like, it was just one piece scalpel. I made it.
Scalpel.
Yeah, blacksmith.
No, I mean- No, I never saw that. You sent me that one thing with the inoculation loop at the one end with the flat-headed.
yeah, but you never saw
Um,
like my one piece fucking scalpel that I just like fucking
No.
made.
No.
Oh,
Can't say that.
oh
I
shit! Where the fuck is it? Now I gotta
Oh, I
try to
wanna
find
see
it. You know how many freaking pictures I got on my damn phone?
Okay,
Like,
currently
it'll
I'm
be easy.
using a number 3 scalpel blade handle with a number 11 blades.
Okay, 11 blade, awesome. And you're using the number 3? That little short stubby thing?
Yeah.
Oh, man. You got to look up number 7. And then, trust me,
I have
your
to upgrade
hand
my
is
handle.
your hand is twice as far away from the plate. You get a lot more meticulated fucking motion. It's fucking glorious.
I like the word
What do you
meticulated. You mean
Meticulated?
articulated or muticulated?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm pretty sure I meant
or is it-
articulated, but I meant
or is it-
meticulously articulated.
Or is it
I
masticated?
mixed them together. What did you say, Trim?
Or is it masticated?
Masturbation.
Masturbated?
That too.
The masochist masturbate.
Moistulated.
Yeah, the masticate was masturbating while he was. God damn it!
You know,
massacring the masses.
while he was masticating his meatloaf. I guess.
like
I don't
sex and mastication.
know. It had to start with an M.
Yeah, we got to keep it with the M's. You know, the masturbating masochist massacring the masses while mashing. Fuck, I lost it. It was there. Now it's gone.
It was there. You had to go for a second. While masticating the masses?
Masticating the masses.
While masticating the mass on all the masses. No, while masticating the massive mass of the masses. Yes. There we go.
I was just posting pictures of the heater in the so that people
the
can
jar.
like, they
The
could
aquarium
see it.
heater in the jar.
That thing works
Yeah.
so well. It's like it's uncanny how well that damn thing works.
Oh,
This
no,
thing
it's
is
nice.
just a-
My problem was, I've used that before, and I've done that in the tote with the rest of them to do the same thing you're doing, but in the fridge. But I do double totes for installation before I had it in the fridge. But I found that it would work perfect. But if you bump that fucking thing, even though it's inside a jar filled with water, unless you get an expensive one where they kind of click lock while you're moving the fucking temperature, the thermostat end, it fucking goes out of whack, and all of a sudden your fucking thing's either off, like it doesn't even matter, or your fucking things are at fucking 95 degrees and going fucking, going brown. Making the brown noise.
Yeah.
All right. How about this one for a question for you guys? What kind of lab equipment do you have that people would like say, "Oh my god, I can't believe you have that"? Like controversial, I guess we'll say. Got anything like
Yolanda.
that?
The keeper in the cupboard. You know,
Because
it's a dog doll.
I have a piece of controversial lab equipment that people might say, "Damn, why the fuck you have that?" And that would
What is
be
it, Trim?
my ozone generator.
My problem
I
with
want
those
your-
is the fucking cancer. There's so much cancer. They cause so much cancer.
Yeah, I'm not ozone generating while I'm in there. But
Yes. Sorry, not you.
You know,
Sounds
I
so cool.
know ozone does not penetrate into everything and stuff like that, but I like it. Everything smells good.
Well, let me ask you this: does ozone? Because I don't grow in my lab, obviously. But I do have flats of prepared grain jars, so that will not fuck up grain jars, right? Because there's nothing living on them yet.
Don't think it would penetrate it deep
It
enough.
won't.
no.
It won't get inside of them because you've got the top on it. So
It's
you'll be
more like
okay.
a surface disinfectant than anything else.
Well, it would get in there because it would have a filter patch because they're ready
Not
to
unless
go.
there'd have to be a lot of air exchange to get the ozone in there. Ozone is a big molecule. It's not a small molecule. It's a big molecule and it hits stuff and it blows it up.
It works really well for deodorizing shit too. But
That's
yeah,
'cause
there's
it's a
that
big
whole.
molecule that has its own static charge and it picks shit up and causes it to cling to it, where then it drops it to the ground. So
Yeah, it's good stuff. But
So
you know,
there's
it's
the-
very controversial. Very controversial. It's not definitely
There's
anything anybody needs.
that scalpel, I made it off of a like an old wrench handle. Is basically what it was. I just beat it into fucking position. It's not super scalpel sharp, but it works great for agar.
Nice.
Do you see the fucking stick-on goddamn magnets? You see what I fucking mean? You see how it works? Just like
Yeah,
this.
it's on the
That's how-
side. It's on the side of the fucking drawer, away from the goddamn fucking. You're still gonna touch it, right? You're gonna touch that before or after you sanitize your hands.
Touch it.
Then you gotta sanitize your hand.
Touch
You gotta
it.
sanitize your hands afterwards.
Did you
So
touch
either
my
way-
drums?
Yeah,
With my
I'm gonna
balls.
fucking Moby Dick them motherfuckers.
Well, it just
I
holds it
premature
there.
ejaculated right in the snare.
I don't know, Farrell. That's not very sterile tech to me. That's like fucking. That's half-assed in it. You need a Deadpool head with fucking holes in the head for your fucking scalpels.
I agree. I think I need one of those too. How much is that going to cost?
I'll just fucking send it to you.
Oh, that would be amazing. I'll come pick it up.
I'm trying to find it. I'm still unpacking on my lab, and I want to take a picture. Sweetie, where are you?
We should get everybody. We should get everybody to just like buy the pieces of property around me and just create like a myco village.
Ooh. Sounds like fun.
Yeah,
Little myco community.
you can't get
You
us
know.
all. Yeah,
Have it patrolled by angry pigs. I like this. Training
there
around
are
angry
there are pigs
raccoons.
out there. Well, we were out there the other day and there was fucking there was pig sign all over the place. So there's going to be a lot of murder going on here shortly.
Nice. Gotta love some murder.
Yeah, well, I mean,
It's what makes the grass grow.
compassionate euthanasia. Yeah,
You don't compassionately euthanize anything with a fucking gun.
yeah, you do.
It's better than a spear.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it? Is it though?
It's compassionate. It's
I
compassionate.
think it depends on where you hit it.
Just because you say I love you doesn't mean it's okay. No means no. No means no.
The hollow
Yeah,
point
it's
is
disgusting.
non-discriminatory.
Long pork.
Oh, isn't
That's
long
what the-
part what they call humans?
Oh, guy, wait. I made these
Yeah.
fucking meatballs today. Two ingredients, Okay,
Meat.
ground
I mean,
beef.
yes, is one of them.
and bacon.
And your neighbor?
And bacon.
Oh.
Ground, yeah, the bacon. But he's a pig. But I went ahead, fucking ground this shit up. They are the best meatballs I've ever had. Oh, and salt and pepper. But that's it.
Okay, that's
And these
a
are my
couple
quality-
extra. There you go. Yeah.
Salt, pepper. Yeah, but
I'm gonna
meat
say
and bacon. So
I mean, you add
spices don't
bacon to
fucking count.
anything, it's like better. Yeah.
Wait, so
Exactly.
Like, yeah, beef
What I'm
and
saying
bacon?
is,
So let's say you make
Bacon,
a
fucking
make a big
meatball.
old slab of bacon, then you run it through a meat grinder and you turn that into hamburgers. Wonder how
I've
that
done
tastes.
it.
That'd
I've
be
done
a
it.
su- That would be
I've
a
done
it.
juicy hamburger, I think.
that,
It reduces down quite
I
a
was gonna
bit.
say,
The
I
only
actually
way to
did
make
that
it
today.
work is to deep fry it. So the only way to really make it work is to kind of like deep fry it. So I've done burgers, but I've taken the you know on a pork belly you have a fat end and kind of a like a not fat end, and so I made burgers with the non-fat end. It came out about 70% lean, I guess, and yeah, but they smashed them kind of thin, like you'd get from a fucking store, and then put them in maybe an inch of bacon fat and basically deep fried them on both sides. And they worked good. It was a lot chewier than a hamburger. But,
I'm gonna make. I decided what I'm gonna make. I'm gonna make some bacon cheeseburger sausages
Yeah, those are good. Those are very good.
with my carnivore.
Who just heard it? I heard
Fucking
it.
bitch. I really wish I had that carnivore. Right now I'm running just like 2 1 horsepower fucking meat grinders. But you've got this big old badass bastard, and I'm jealous of it.
Thing is insane.
It flies through the sausage.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, you could grind up a whole like infant or something with
Person?
that thing.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
In 5 minutes, easily.
Yeah.
I'll eliminate your homeless population in 2 days. It's okay, and we'll also feed the other half.
No, I'm gonna say,
Long pork
yeah,
sausage.
we'll get rid of half and feed the other half. Perfect. Nice.
You know what
Long
you could
pork
probably do
sausage.
with that thing? Is you could just probably grind whole quail and stuff them into a fucking sausage tube and then sell them as snake food.
Easily. Yeah, it would take
Huh.
bone. Yeah, bird bones wouldn't even slow it down.
Yeah, but you could do you could do like basically whole quail in a sausage and just sell it. The whole thing is steak food that people can freeze and throw into their thing and then just take it out. And it's like, hey, you got this one little sausage. You just got to feed your freaking snake. The snake will eat it. They don't give a shit as long as it's warm and it smells right.
Right?
They're totally don't give a shit about food, especially domesticated ones. And there you go. There's your $1 million idea, sir. You want to get on Morph Market and start selling stuff. Speaking of which, hey, you guys know about, remember Delilah, our new sulcata? Yeah.
What'd you call me?
My sulcata, my tortoise, Delilah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
all right.
Yeah, she's...
I can say, is it?
She's
I
totally-
thought you were talking about Whitebeard's fucking dog. Is that Whitebeard's new dog's name?
I don't know. I didn't name this stupid thing.
I know we got a new dog. I don't remember the name. I hit them.
I think it's Delilah. Well, yeah, you motherfuckers
Well-
naming your animals the same thing.
Hey there, Delilah.
Geniuses think alike.
Here it's nice in New York City.
There's something about a squirrel, and the night is really pretty, and it's drugs. It's always drugs. Anyway, so no, that's a really, really happy tortoise. It's gonna be cool. It's understand that our grandkids will be taking care of this fucking thing because they live 120 years, right? They can live what's really cool is after we're dead and gone, our daughter will be able to have something that she can hey, it's part of mom and dad,
After she's done wiping your ass and feeding you fucking baby food,
Oh,
she
there's
turn around
no
and
fucking
then
way.
feed the tortoise and clean up the tortoise shit.
No
It's
way
like,
I'm
what
living
the
that
fuck?
long. No way. I am not playing that game.
I'm gonna be lucky to make it through next week.
I've seen a lot of people like that. There's no way I'm doing that whole. I have people that love me enough to put me the fuck down if I ever became like that. Right? To not just sit there. The only reason that people keep their loved ones alive that long is because they're living off their fucking welfare or their freaking Social Security check or their retirement checks or some shit like that. And it makes financial sense to them to keep grandpa or grandma, the fucking drooling mess who's shitting on them goddamn self alive for 5 more years. I know I have people that love me enough. They're like, dude, you're a drooling fucking mess. I'm just gonna OD you with a whole shitload of fun drugs. Hey, you ever wanted to try fucking heroin and DMT at the same time? There you go. Here's all of it. Right? All of it.
With a hair.
Yeah,
with a
that's how I'm gonna
morphine
go.
backer.
That's how I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do a mixture of just about whatever I can find in about 20 minutes in Buffalo. And in 20 minutes in Buffalo, I don't know what I'm not gonna be able to find walking down 2 blocks.
Well, I have people that love.
Deadpool.
I have people that love me enough to put me the fuck down instead of letting me sit there and suffer, living for 5 or 6 years, drooling on myself, shitting on myself and stuff.
Crazy.
But anyway, I think
that
that's
note-
probably a good place to end this motherfucking.
Good positive note to end.
So, if you happen to love your loved one enough to put them down
Pull that
compassionately,
fucking plug.
pull that damn plug.
Old Kevorkian
Don't
style.
let them be fucking miserable just so you can get their $1,200 a fucking month. Go get a paper route or something, you fucking scab. Right?
Take him
keep a
skydiving
person
one
alive
last
and-
time.
Wait.
Without
If you keep them
parents.
alive, you get $1,200.
Yeah. Well, a lot of times these people are keeping them alive so they can get several $1,000s a month from their retirement benefits, the military benefits, stuff like that. So some of these people are just like throw them into the shittiest fucking nursing home they can find and pocket the $4,000 or $5,000 a month they're getting from them. And that's the only reason to keep them alive. This is body farm them. Just body farm them.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad. But I have
That's
people
the
that
whole,
love
the
shit.
whole point of the fucking nursing homes now was to make sure they get rid of all that money so the people taking care of them, as in their family, don't get any.
Yeah, well, that's not how it works if they put it into a trust and then your family takes care of the fucking trust. It shows you have $0, so you go into a Medicare or Medicaid funded facility, which is the absolute shithole, bottom of the ground. One nurse for like 75 fucking people. They don't care about you. You rot to death in your own shit. You get showered once a month. That kind of shit. It's human prison. It's really, really bad. We treat our elderly worse than we treat our prisoners on death row by a mile, by miles and miles. Yeah, there's no, just so that their great grandkid can not work and drive a new Chevy. So
Sad.
whatever.
And a new
Fucking hate
Chevy?
people.
And a PS5.
Dude, this
Anyway,
fucking
holy
shit-
shit!
this shit
Do I
happens.
get the new Yumbo? Do I get the new Yumbo with that?
Dude, this shit fucking happens, guys. You gotta think I think I'm fucking joking. And shit happens.
Oh, I know you're not.
No,
yeah,
no,
it happens a lot.
In the Owens. But I have no emotion, so I find everything a little bit humorous. So whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, on that note, we love our listeners, and thank you for listening to this episode. The first part of it was absolutely fantastic and full of a lot of great information until about 119 minutes in. And then it went to shit for the last, like, fucking 30 minutes. And we appreciate
it's about
you
15
sticking with
minutes.
us.
It's only about 15 minutes.
I'm sorry. It was the alcohol talking.
It was just scalpel.
We just missed you bastards. We missed talking to you all. So we usually try to end stuff on a positive note, and we usually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's start with Michael Duddy this time because he's never ready.
You should start with Trim because you know he's not ready yet.
What are you talking
Oh
about?
yeah. Let's start with Trim. That's
I'm
cool.
always ready,
Give me
bro.
a second to think.
No,
He's
I don't have
he's
nothing
ready
to think
for an hour
about.
and a half.
I wing this shit every week, you guys. I wing it.
Okay. Yeah, well, he's reliable, so he goes last. So neither one of you two fuckers.
What the fuck? All right. So on a positive note, I don't even fucking know. Even in death, someone wins. You know, if a rabbit gets
That's not
eaten by something,
fucking
at least the bird's winning. Something's winning. You die, you feed something. Hey, everything
The
wins.
worms
Okay.
are winning.
Yeah,
Okay.
something wins.
Okay, fuck it, whatever. I mean, on a cosmic net positive, I guess that fucking is positive.
I'll give you a positive. How about this? You know, your purpose in life might just be as a warning to others. So, positive for others, right?
Yeah.
All right. Here's mine. If you can't dazzle them with brilliance, baffle them with bullshit. Remember that. It always works.
Something positive coming from me is keep looking up because that's where it all is.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know, that one guy, Ryan Seacrest says it all the time.
It's the media.
How the fuck you know what Ryan Seacrest says?
It's on
Who the
radio.
fuck is Ryan Seacrest? That's what I want to
Don't
know.
worry about it, okay?
He's
Moving
someone
on.
that you should never watch on television. Ever.
Go ahead and like this podcast if you think that we should remake Barbie with Will Smith as the main character. Otherwise, go ahead and send us some love mail, hate mail, bitches, minds, grubs, complaints, or if you just want to come on the show, go ahead and send an email to FAFOCult@gmail.com. If you'd like to drop us a couple of bucks to help keep this show going, show us some love. This promise to go straight to debauchery. It'll be on
Hookers and blow.
FAFOCult will be our Venmo, or $sign a FAFOCult will be our Cash App. If go ahead and get on our Etsy. We don't have those super sexy lab coats on there just yet, But we have a whole bunch of other really awesome, sexy
I'm
things to
working
show
on
that
them.
you
I'm working on them.
love yourself, love your fucking mushrooms, and take your, shit seriously. That'll be FAFOCult.etsy.com. All profits will be used to maintain a culture of debauchery and midgets in Amazon.
What's going on right
Jungle
here?
Alive.
I'm suffering from deja vu.
Yeah.
Are they bungee
He's
jumping?
like, all right, Trim, you go first.
Sounds like
So-
a extreme sport.
What happened?
All right, we're out of here, fuckers.
Yeah, with that said, we fucking love our listeners.
What'd you just
Thank
call
you
me?
guys for coming on and sticking with us this whole time. Thank you guys for listening, liking, and
Holy
sharing
shit,
us.
2.5 hours.
Yeah, right?
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Mm.
All right, guys. Love y'all.
All right. Love y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Bye-bye, bye-bye.
All right, bub.